412-829-7711.
Mostly cloudy for the rest of today, rather breezy and not as warm as yesterday, with a shower or two and a high of 71. A shower in spots early tonight, remaining mostly cloudy and mild overnight, though 56. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Ready for Medicare enrollment? Is your current plan still the best for you? Dina Schmid, founder of One Health Benefits, is an expert in navigating all Medicare plan options and providing you with a complete comprehensive plan that best fits your needs. With over 2 decades of experience, Dina makes sure you're well covered and there's never a fee for her services. Call One Health Benefits today, 724-799-8873, 724-799-8873. Learn more at onehealthbenefits.com.
November is Veterans Month, and Awaken 180 is honoring all active duty, veterans, and spouses with 15% off your entire program, plus the same free support for life all clients receive. Celebrate Veterans Month with 50% off at awaken180weightloss.com.
It's the Big K Big Three.
Brought to you by New Flow Men's Health. The biggest 3 stories of the day on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Boom. He won with women. He won with blacks. He won with Hispanics. He won with old people. He won with union guys. I'm just saying. Head on down the line, he won with everyone. Every single person. Something that Patrick found this morning that kind of blew my mind about what happened last night. There's a clip in there, Aaron, with Jake Tapper from CNN doing some analysis last night.
Are there any places that the vice president is overperforming Joe Biden in 2020? So we could show you that as well. We just bring that out here. Harris overperforming in 2020.
Holy smokes.
There you go. So let this go away and see if there's anything on the east side there.
Literally nothing?
Literally nothing.
Literally not one county?
Play it again, please. This is crazy. Listen closely.
So you asked, are there any places that the vice president is overperforming Joe Biden in 2020? So we could show you that as well. We just bring that out here. Harris overperforming in 2020.
Holy smokes.
There you go. So let this go away and see if there's anything on the east side there.
Literally nothing?
Literally nothing.
Literally not one county?
Okay, so Patrick found this for me this morning. It's actually brilliant. And this kind of sums it up for everybody who thinks this was close or that she had a chance. No, ma'am. That candle was out fast. Check it out. What they're saying, they're pointing at a map. And I find this kind of unfathomable, but it's fact. And in case you think, well, that's Fox. No, that was actually CNN. So what they were saying was that Kamala Harris, last night, did not outperform Joe Biden in one county in America. Not one. Nowhere in the country. Patrick, it's kind of mind-boggling. Boggling and boggling.
I was stunned when I saw that. I couldn't believe it.
Nowhere in the country.
Not one.
Not one county. Damn, that traffic jam. Aaron, please play some of the Trump clips. And he's happy. Why the hell wouldn't he be? Listen.
I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president.
I think that we just witnessed the greatest political comeback in the history of the United States of America.
We're going to help our country heal. We're going to help our country heal. We have a country that needs help, and it needs help very badly.
There's a mandate. Whether you want to hear it or not, whether you want to believe it or not, whether you want to think it or not, whether you're angry or not, and damn, are you angry? Some of you. There are winners and losers here. Let me read some of this stuff. This is from a big shot. A very powerful politician in this region. This is verbatim. 78-year-old convicted felon that's basically certifiably insane beats a 60-year-old progressive black female that wants to pay for prisoners' transgender sex operations and has done nothing the past 4 years as vice president, especially with borders, etc. Let me read a couple more. Just to tell you where the angry folks are at. People were kind of floored today and flabbergasted. Flabbergasted. Listen to this. This is crazy. The morning I find myself in a place of radical acceptance. This is who we are. This is what we choose as a country. The democratic process has spoken. Not happy about it. I had great hope and did what I could. I've seen too much bigotry up close to be well aware of its power. America, we've been lying to ourselves for decades that we are a shining beacon of equality and freedom. We are not. Listen to this. We're a white supremacist, misogynistic country. That's where we are. That's what the world sees us. We've shown our behinds. Radical acceptance. Wow. Wow. I can't afford to retire, so I have to find ways to support myself and my family in a hostile environment. Wow. As far as I'm concerned, half this country no longer exists for me as worthwhile people. They're to be avoided or exploited, and no more. They get what they deserve, reap what they have sown. I won't tolerate any calls for kumbaya with them. We live in two different worlds. Let me just tell you where I'm at. I've said this from day one. Number one, Tuesday goes to Wednesday. I still love America. I still find America great. You know why? We're going to fill houses with furniture at Christmas time. You know why? We're about to give away hundreds of turkeys. You know why? We put 400 furnaces in homes. You know why? We collectively make a difference every day, and we give a damn every day. Ain't no politics, no politician going to make me a hater. I love this country. Do I like Trump? No. But he's the president. And I will support that. But I will be me. I won't change. And all of you gloating that I'm a jerk and who cares, man? I am what I am. Ask my friend Popeye. Don't gloat, the winners out there. Hope that the truth prevails, that America succeeds. But for Democrats out there, you effed up. Big time. You assumed that the far left didn't mean anything. You assumed that Americans weren't really mad. You assumed that Americans would really not vote for that guy. But let me tell you this. 45% of Hispanics voted for Trump. Remember that? No Hispanics will vote for Trump. 1 in 4 black men voted for Trump. Remember that? No way black men will vote for Trump. Remember that. Nearly half of all lifelong Democratic Union members here voted for Trump. Remember that? No way. No way unions will support him. And here we are. Where do you stand? Are you a winner? Did you win last night or lose last night? 866-391-1020. Love your opinion. 866-391-1020. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic Powered by Bowser. Ellen Gamble, what's up?
All right, thanks, Marty. As we are looking out along the area roads, we do have the Cordell and Cordell traffic cameras taking a peek here and there, and just seeing two spots where the brake lights are heavy. Parkway West is one of them, stacking on the front side of Green Tree Hill, and then also on the Parkway East inbound heading toward its respective tunnel. The Squirrel Hill tunnels, you're lining up there right around Edgewood, Swissvale. You want to watch for single lane and shoulder closures on the Parkway East 376 nightly, except for your Friday and Saturday nights through Thursday night, November 14th. Just a reminder, crews will be doing light pole work from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. between the Fort Pitt Bridge and the Squirrel Hill tunnels, so you could find some delays there. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Did you know that now you can listen to all your favorite stations, including this one, shows, and even podcasts, all on the Odyssey app? Download it now.
This portion of the show is sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Visit them at awaken180weightloss.com.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. My friend Robert Levin and his team have an amazing Veterans Day sale. Love this. Going on now. 4 days of the best deals around. Check it out. 25% off store-wide and even bigger discounts on top mattress brands. Plus, 5 years special financing. And for veterans, special thank you for your service. Levin is giving you an extra $50 off. Hurry in for Levin's huge Veterans Day sale going on now at all Levin Furniture and Mattress locations. Tell them Marty sent you. Folks, it's Marty. Disruptions are coming to Medicare Part D. Any idea what the Inflation Reduction Act means to your prescription coverage? I have no idea. But my friends at MediConnect have the answers for you and your Medicare coverage and your prescription coverage. Call MediConnect. It's free. We've got a skip-the-line offer. Get the coverage you need fast. Call MediConnect today, 888-818-6334, 888-818-6334.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty that the place of business is safe for you to shop in. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, our duty is to protect you after that harm. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
I have a friend that owns several businesses. This is a true story. His name's Michael. Sends me a text last week from Oakmont Bakery. Now, again, he owns 7 businesses. He said, never seen anything like it. The service, the product, the quality, the kindness. One of our friends left here, Samantha, my producer, they made her a beautiful cake Friday. Gorgeous cake. Oakmont Bakery is special, unique, run by an amazing family. Oakmont Bakery. Delicious.
The door-busting sales event is happening now at Spitzer Toyota Monroeville. We're rolling out the red carpet and unleashing huge Black Friday savings all month long. Plus, available low financing rates, 0 down leases, top dollar trade allowances. And with any new Toyota, get a no-charge lifetime warranty, complimentary maintenance, and so much more. Hurry, come see one of the largest new Tacoma selections in Western PA.
Whack more, spend less at Spitzer Toyota Monroeville.
Our world revolves around you. See dealer for details.
So I have taken family and friends personally to the offices of John Perry at Rosen and Perry. Why? Well, with medical malpractice cases, they have doctors on staff to answer your questions. They have some of the biggest, this is a fact, settlements in the history of this region. Fact. They care, man. They care big time. John Perry at Rosen and Perry, one of the best attorneys in America. 412-281-4200. 412-281-4200. Rosen and Perry.
This is Sarah Botkin, president of Botkin Family Wealth Management. That's me singing in the background. When I was young, I dreamed of a career in music. I remember living in New York City and my dad suggesting I stop being a starving artist and come home to Pittsburgh to join his financial planning practice. And after surviving the September 11th attacks, that's what I did. I became a certified financial planner professional, and 10 years later, Dad and I, along with my brother Lester, left our Wall Street brokerage to open an independent financial planning firm. Becoming a business owner, working with my family, and helping our clients be successful has been a dream come true. At Botkin Family Wealth Management, we understand that dreams can change. For me and maybe for you. Let us help you navigate the changes. Visit us at botkinfamilywealth.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC.
The Decision 2024 conversation continues on the Voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
All right, let's play this. I want you to hear this clip from last night. This is strong. A CNN commentator, conservative, but listen, very good.
This is a mandate. He's won the national popular vote for the first time since, for a Republican, for the first time since 2004. This is a big deal. This isn't backing into the office. This is a mandate to do what you said you were going to do. Get the economy working again for regular working class Americans. Fix immigration. Try to get crime under control. Try to reduce the chaos in the world. This is a mandate from the American people to do that. I think I'm interpreting the results tonight as the revenge of just the regular old working class American, the anonymous American who has been crushed, insulted, condescended to. They're not garbage. They're not Nazis. They're just regular people who get up and go to work every day and are trying to make a better life for their kids, and they feel like they have been told to just shut up.
That's it. Thank you. That was perfect. He nailed it. I mean, really, I wish I could have written that. He's right. And that's what happened. That's why half of my union friends, Democrats for life, voted for Trump. That's why 1 in 4 black men voted for Trump. That's why nearly half of the Hispanics in Philadelphia voted for Trump. 1,000% true. People said, I need to do better, man. And she ain't going to get me there. You know who's gloating this morning? Gloating. And should be. My girl, Janine.
Hey, Marty.
Well, where's your husband at?
He's sitting right here.
Put him on the phone.
I know you want to talk to him. Hold
Are
on.
you happy now?
Yabba dabba do.
Are you finally happy, man?
I've always been happy.
No,
Marty.
you haven't. You're an angry white man, but you're happy today, right?
You know what? I love it. You call me an angry man. Sounds like you're a little bit sour.
You threw a family member out of the damn house. Bring her back in. Bring her back into the fold, bro.
No, you take her in.
All right, are you
Marty,
happy? Are you happy, brother?
I'm dancing in the streets. You know what I'm going to do at 11 o'clock?
No.
I'm going to sit down, have a big breakfast, and watch The View. Meltdown.
Say meltdown again. I love the way you say it. Go ahead.
Meltdown.
Oh, my God, that's beautiful. Meltdown. Put your wife on the phone.
All right, boss. Hey.
Love you, ma'am.
Congratulations, Trump.
Love you.
Love you. Hey, Marty.
You might have to give him an extra gummy.
No, he doesn't do the gummies. Only I do.
You might have to sedate him. Trank him. Tase him. Hey.
Oh, Marty, I'm telling you, this is a good day, buddy. Good day.
Give me your take. Go ahead, speak. Give me your take. Give me your feelings.
Well, what I think happened, you know, everybody that was saying they were for Kamala, can't even say her name.
Sorry.
They were doing it for superficial reasons. I mean, most of those women that were out there, it's because she's a woman, because she's a woman. Guess what? You know, who can I compare it to? I can't even think. There are lots of women on the face of the earth. Doesn't mean they're qualified to be president. You know, and had I known at a young age that politics would get like this, I would have run for some kind of an office.
Oh my gosh!
I thought I had too many skeletons in my closet. Turns out, wouldn't have mattered.
Turns out you're riding high, sister.
Yes, I am, baby. And what I think really happened, I think the Democrats betrayed their base. And, you know, with everything.
She's right.
With their policies,
She's right.
Economy, with letting all the illegal foreigners in, they betrayed their base. And their base turned on them.
She sent me a picture of a huge, massive red wave, and it said, "Buckle up, you B-words. You're going to need a bigger boat." You are gloating today, sister.
Yeah, no, I'm not a gloater, but yeah, maybe a little.
Love you. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Okay, Marty. Bye-bye.
Love her. You know I love her. You know I love her husband? Because they're real, man. They're legit. I respect the hell out of that. Bob Peters, go ahead, man.
You have a son, right, Marty? And we have a son also. Like, is Donald Trump the role model of your son?
No.
Well, because at least we can agree on that this morning. But, speaking of politics, turns every 4 years, and I guess we'll see what happens.
Right on.
And
Wednesday goes to Thursday, bro. My sister Maria's nailed it. Elon Musk's net worth has risen $12 billion already today. The market is up 1,300 points. What's that mean? That means that the business world, the players, the money guys are saying, go Trump, go Trump, go Trump.
Do you have shoeboxes full of old videotapes and photos with memories you'd love to share with the family this Christmas? Right now, get exclusive early access to Legacy Box's biggest deal of the year. Digitize your memories for just $9 per tape. That's right, only $9 to preserve and share your precious moments. VHS, VHS-C, Hi-8, film reels, and more, saving you over $15 per item. Not to mention, when you digitize your memories now, Legacy Box sends all your memories back on the cloud, so they're easy to access by Christmas, and you can relive them with your family just in time for the holidays. You've heard about Legacy Box all year, but now is the best time to digitize your memories. Hurry, this $9 deal won't last long. Head to legacybox.com/value for early access to our best deal of the year. Don't wait. Secure your digitized memories by Christmas at legacybox.com/value.
Paid for by government. Now is the time to fill your vault with Morgan silver bars. Grab your piece of America's silver legacy with this special offer. These spectacular shining silver bars featuring a crisp image of the iconic Morgan silver dollar, a legendary coin that has captivated collectors for generations. Americans treasure owning silver bars and coins, putting them away for themselves and their loved ones. Call now to secure 1-ounce silver bars minted in 99.9% pure silver and made in the USA. You'll be glad you did. Hurry, don't miss out on this special deal. Save $10 per silver bar. The more you buy, the more you save. Limit of 25 bars per customer. Call to learn more. Plus, with qualifying orders, you'll receive a free Morgan silver dollar. That's a $59.95 value and free shipping. Call 1-800-222-3967 now to secure your 1-ounce Morgan silver dollar bars. That's 1-800-222-3967.
Hey, it's Marty. I go back 20 years with Phil DeLucente, one of the best lawyers in the country and one of my close friends. And, I mean, they handle unbelievable cases, fraud, criminal cases, big time product liability and medical malpractice cases, the experts. And Phil gets it right. We have been using him on air for nearly 20 years. GetPhil.com. 800-438-7445.
Come in and try the Good Feet feeling today. Comfort, energy, performance, and pain relief at the Good Feet store. Visit the store for a free test walk. Visit us in Robinson Town Center, in Cranberry Township, and now open in Morgantown. Good Feet arch supports are proudly made in the USA.
At AHN, we see you juggling 100 things at once. That's why we made it easier to book with the doctors you need. With AHN online scheduling, you can book with your primary care provider or get time with a specialist. Visit ahn.org/schedule, answer a couple of simple questions, and search for providers, locations, and times that work best for you. Easy online scheduling. Because at AHN, we see you.
From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
69 with light rain showers at 10:30. I'm Paul Rasmussen. Republican Donald Trump won Pennsylvania in the overnight hours and has been declared the winner of the presidential election by both the AP and CBS. In remarks to supporters, the former president claimed victory after winning the Commonwealth.
We overcame obstacles that nobody thought possible, and it is now clear that we've achieved the most incredible political thing. Look what happened. Is this crazy?
A victory this morning in Wisconsin leaves Trump at 277 electoral votes. He also won the swing states of Georgia and North Carolina, and we're waiting for results in Michigan, Arizona, Nevada, and Alaska. Pennsylvania's U.S. Senate race between Democrat incumbent Bob Casey and Republican David McCormick could help the GOP add to its newfound majority in the chamber. McCormick leads the vote count by about 52,000 votes.
What a change that'll be if Bob Casey's been in office almost 3 decades here in Pennsylvania as a statewide row officer and then as a 3-term U.S. Senator.
That is Southwestern Pennsylvania Commission Executive Director Rich Fitzgerald on the KDKA radio. Casey, the son of a former 2-term governor, has won 6 statewide elections going back to 1996. McCormick is making his second run for the Senate after leaving his job as a CEO of the world's largest hedge fund. Progressive Democrat Summer Lee has won a second term in Congress, defeating James Hayes in Pennsylvania's 12th congressional district race. Lee posted a thank you on X last night, saying it's an honor to serve the community. Other winners in U.S. House races include Republicans Guy Reschenthaler and Mike Kelly. Freshman Democrat Chris DeLuzio won re-election, defeating state lawmaker Rob Mercuri. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 1,386 points at 43,608. The NASDAQ is up 449 points. The S&P is up 119. KDKA Radio News Time, 10:31. Our next update at 11 on the Voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
Hi, Paul Alexander for Awaken 180 Weight Loss. You know, November is Veterans Month, the time to celebrate and honor the heroes who have served our country. This November, Awaken 180 Weight Loss is showing their appreciation for active duty veterans and their spouses by offering 15% off their entire Awaken 180 program. Free support for life included. It's a thank you for the sacrifices you've made, protecting our freedoms and making this country what it is. This is special. Awaken 180 has never offered a discount, ever. If this incentive can help turn your focus on you, your health, your goals, and your happiness, I say go for it. Do what I did and choose the solution for weight loss. So if you're active duty, a veteran, or a spouse of one, this month is all about you. Celebrate Veterans Month with 15% off your Awaken 180 program, and as with all clients, receive free support for life. Do what I did and over 23,000 others have done. Take control with Awaken180weightloss.com.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-511-3535. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-511-3535. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-511-3535. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-511-3535. 800-511-3535 or BigLou.com.
This is an important notice to all U.S. taxpayers. The IRS is giving away billions of dollars in tax savings through a federal program called the Fresh Start Initiative to aid delinquent taxpayers. This initiative was established for anyone facing financial hardship and unable to pay their back taxes. Qualifying and enrolling in this program will stop all collections, settle your delinquent tax problem, and even reduce what you owe by thousands of dollars. Call the hotline at People's Tax Relief to see if you qualify and get this free information by dialing 800-727-9105. If you have unfiled tax returns or cannot afford to pay your personal or business back taxes, you can now get the help you need. One simple phone call can resolve your tax problem and save you thousands of dollars. To see if you qualify and to get this important free information, call 800-727-9105. 800-727-9105. 800-727-9105.
Is thinning hair or a receding hairline making you self-conscious? Try Hair Grow from New Nordic. Stop feeling embarrassed about thinning hair and start feeling your best with Hair Grow.
November is Veterans Month, and Awaken 180 is honoring all active duty, veterans, and spouses with 15% off your entire program, plus the same free support for life all clients receive. Celebrate Veterans Month with 15% off at Awaken180weightloss.com.
From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA traffic powered by Bowser. Ellen Gamble, what's up?
No, what's up is just some minor delays left as the rush hour continues to move on. Marty, we do have the Parkway West heavy still on the front side of Green Tree Hill as you make your way into town that way. Elsewhere, things are rolling well. Gives us a chance to talk about where weather permitting, you'll want to watch for paving crews on Interstate 70 in Ross Draper Township, Westmoreland County. Through Friday, September 8th, I-70 will have a single lane restriction from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. daily. On the eastbound side between the Denora Fayette City exit and the Route 51 South Uniontown exit westbound, I-70 drivers need to prepare for slowdowns between the restrictions that will be between the Route 51 South Uniontown and Denora exits there. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Plenty of clouds for the rest of today, a warm breeze and a couple of showers, the high 71. Leftover shower early tonight and mostly cloudy later tonight, though 56. Cloud give way to some sunshine tomorrow, high 65. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at KennyRoss.com.
All right.
Do we know what happened? Are we still in the aftershock of yesterday? Man, it's Wednesday, day after Election Day. Lots of talk about Colin Dunlap, 2 to 6 right here, KDK.
The pollsters were kind of sort of right in terms of the 2-point window, but man, they were wrong about their research and data. They thought black men would come through for her. They did not. They thought Hispanics would come through for her. They did not. They thought union workers would come through for her. They did not. You know, I was not surprised by any of this. One of my boys, a true American, a legend, Norm Candelore. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Hey, Marty, I like this way we can see each other on the radio now. This is pretty cool.
Look at Norm.
This is cool. I love it.
Norm Candelore, honestly, one of my favorite people in my entire life. Self-made, unbelievable type A, insanely successful entrepreneur, and always thinking and gives a damn about people, and that's what I love. We're very good friends. Let me tell you the truth about Norm. He was ordered to stay off social media, and you know what? You did a hell of a job, man. You did a hell of a job, Norm. Had to be tough.
I'm glad I did, though. It really was the last 2 weeks of this election and all this TV stuff and commercials. I tell you what, it got exhausting, to be honest with you. I'm glad it's over. I'm glad Trump won. Naturally, I'm glad the whole thing worked out the way it did. But in all honesty, it was very exhausting. I don't know how the American people could even deal with it after a while.
No, I like what you said yesterday. You're hopeful from this. Tell me why. Why do you think this is a good thing, Norm?
Okay, here's what I think. First of all, this is just me talking as a businessman. I don't know about everything what happens in D.C. and how the whole world operates and that kind of stuff, so I don't want to have anything to do with that. But I do know business and the economy, and I think every household, every family, every person that's looking for a future needs a chance. And I just think that President Trump is the right guy for that part of that category for our country. I just think that we need our economy, our jobs, businesses shutting down everywhere. It's not just happening by coincidence. It's every day. I think TGIF went bankrupt the other day. Every day is somebody else going down the drain. Glass mills, glass factories in Charleroi are closing down. Sure. Steel mills are being sold to China or Japan. I mean, just think about everything we built this country on and where we're at today in the economy. And no matter how much you like it or don't like it, and no matter how much you don't like businesses or the economy, it is our future and what every household needs to have to survive. And it's just the way it is. Our small business employs 71 people. They've bought homes. They have to supply their families with money and needs. And we need that backbone back. And I just think that this gentleman, President Trump, is the person that is best suited to get that to happen. That's my concern with America. The rest of it, I don't understand. I don't know foreign policy. I don't know military situations. I think that we're going to be in a very good position to get people the opportunity and the chance to go back to work, maybe some economic growth again, and that's really my happiness about Trump being elected.
I mean, you're very selfish about this. This is about you, and you think. You really do. He's not full of it on this. You believe you will have greater success with Trump as president. Why, sir?
Well, I believe, first of all, the cost. I mean, I don't know how it all works, Marty, but the cost of supplies and the cost of doing business has skyrocketed. It's almost impossible. I'll give you an example. I know for a fact a gallon of shampoo in my dog shops 2-3 years ago was $28 a gallon. It's now $74 a gallon. This is not me making it up. This is what it is. Okay, cocoa beans at our candy company are now $2,200. What were $2,200 a ton are now $10,000 a ton. Whoa. This is not me making it up. Go on Google and look it up. I mean, this is not me making this stuff up. This is not me just talking to throw numbers out there. Go look it up. I mean, things went crazy. I don't know how it all went crazy. I don't know whose fault it was. All I know, it wasn't this way 4 or 5 years ago, and it is now. So if we have to point the finger, we have to point the finger. This gentleman has a lot of work to do. President Trump has a lot of work to do to get things back stabilized so everybody can survive again. Our government, and I'm going to say this the best way I can, our government, regardless of what side you're on, has taken the fun out of living. I understand that comment. They've taken the fun out of living. Every disposable dollar that we used to have to go out and have fun with is now gone. I don't care how much money you're making, your expenses exceed what you're making. It's fact. And
hey, Norm, because I love you, because you speak for so many people. How the hell, because I believe this, why the hell the Democrats miss this message? Because you speak for all of America, I think. How they miss that? How?
Well, first of all, let me say this. It's not to be critical. It's just my honest opinion. And I hope the public and the people that are listening understand this. I don't know Kamala Harris. I don't know her from night or day. I don't know her. But she was not elected. She was appointed. I think that's a big downfall. I think the American people didn't get it on the Democratic side. I'll stick up for them here. I don't think they had a chance to choose the person they wanted. She was appointed. I don't think you're going to appoint somebody to represent you. You need to be elected to be to represent you. So I think that was the biggest downfall. We don't talk about that much, but I think that was the biggest downfall. I also think that when I went to vote yesterday, I never saw lines as big as I ever. I waited 90 minutes to vote.
I agree.
I've never had to do that. I walked in and got out in 30 seconds. I never had to wait 90 minutes to vote. Yesterday, I had to. So that means that people want change. People are concerned, and households are suffering. And look, we know this. We can sit there and try to cover up all we can. I could walk around every day and tell you how great things are going. And yes, my business is fantastic. And I'm Norm Candler and I'm this and I'm that. But guess what? The bottom line is the bank account's telling me different. Every day is getting less and less and less. We had to close down one of our salons in Bethel Park. I never thought in a million years I'd have to close down a salon. But you can't afford it. And it's just the way it is. So before to stop the bleeding, a Band-Aid's not going to do it. We need the stitches, and I'm hoping yesterday that the stitches got put in place. We'll see what happens in November or in January and where it goes from there. And there's no guarantees. Like anything else, there's no guarantees. But cost of living, the supply cost, the economy, the closures around us, our future, our kids' futures, our kids' plans to go to college and have a great job down the road where they can have a fantastic life and a nice home. I think there's a lot that goes into this, and I think the guy that won yesterday is the right guy for the job. And you know, maybe if somebody else ran against him, I'd think differently. But based on the two people that ran yesterday, he's the right guy for the job. It's just the way it is.
Norm, I love you. I'm glad you're back in the game. I appreciate your honesty, and I think he speaks for a lot of Americans. Thanks, my man.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you.
All right. I want to grab Jay real quick. Jay, my brother.
What's up, brother?
Jay is my man. Jay was driving around this really cool Trump truck, right?
Yes, sir.
Jay is a massive Trumper. How you feeling today, brother?
Oh, man, I was so surreal that, I mean, I don't think I even slept yet. I was excited. I mean, I must have ran outside screaming at 2 o'clock in the morning. But I'm excited. I mean, I went around more yesterday to 5 or 6 different poll areas. I drove around blaring the radio, speaking to people. So many people pumping their fists. So many people excited. A few people out of hundreds were against me. You know what I mean? But it was peaceful. You know what I mean?
Hey, Jay, how does this make your life better, brother?
How's it going to make it better? It's going to make my business be able to grow. I'm going to be able to afford things. People are going to be able to go back to work. Like, Nobody wanted business. Nobody wanted to pay to have things done because they can't afford it.
Nice.
And I truly believe that now we can get a change. We're not going to be paying for, I mean, I'm going to say it straightforward. We're not going to be paying for all the illegals to have housing and all these situations. Let's focus going back, putting God back into our lives. Let's focus back on to getting our economy straight and bringing people together. Because like you said before, I know that I was poking the bear as you said it, but you know, I want everybody to be equally happy. But the hatred has to stop. We all need to come together as you know, a whole and make it better. You know what I mean? And you know, gas prices dropped because of the election. 4 years, I mean, I can't afford it. I'm paying over $5,000 for gas, but now I went up to the gas station and it's $3. Are you kidding me? Why now? You know what I mean? We need to make a change. And I believe full-heartedly this man's going to make the change. And, I mean, numbers speak volumes. Yep. People have changed. People are starting to believe, and I think it's going to be a good thing.
Jay, you're my man. You know that, brother. I love you. You're the best.
Oh, I love you too, man.
It's a pleasure. Really has been an amazing pleasure to meet everybody. Love the Trumpers. Love Norm. You know why? Because they're legit, man. And they speak from the heart. From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic powered by Bowser. Ellen Gamble was up.
All right, thanks, Marty. It's a pretty decent drive out there if you're hitting the highways right now. We do have one traffic trouble spot for you, and it's just backups. No accidents or disabled vehicles, but the Parkway West inbound is heavy on the front side of Green Tree Hill as you try to fit into those Fort Pitt tunnels right now. The outbound ride toward the airport, a good one for the Wednesday morning commute. Road work kicked off last night. Want to give you the heads up on Interstate 79 in Kennedy, Robinson, and Neville Townships in Glenfield Borough. You'll have a single lane traffic restriction both north and southbound between the Route 60 Craft and Moon Run interchange and the Neville Island Bridge. This is happening 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. through mid-November. A reminder from PennDOT that work is weather permitting and it might not happen each night. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
You love your city, but let's be honest, the commute, not so much. That's where the free Odyssey app can help. Download the app and follow your local news station so you can get the latest traffic reports or find if your train is on time before you walk out your door. Knowing all this gives you time to think about the essential things like, do I have time to get coffee? Download the free Odyssey app and search your local news station. That's AUDACY.
100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA. Covered by JP Roofing and Siding. Pittsburgh's #1 platinum roofing company.
Hey, this is Lisa from Nest Expressions Window Fashions. As we all expected, Nest Expressions has grown out of its old gallery in less than 3 years, and I have built Pittsburgh's one and only state-of-the-art Hunter Douglas Galleries. 2015 Village Run Road is where you'll exclusively find the newest shades, shutters, and blinds from Hunter Douglas. And don't forget, I have the most passion in Pittsburgh for draperies. So call 724-933-5500 or simply nestexpressions.com.
Just a few of the reasons why CCAC rocks. Listen to this. The degrees. Business management, criminal justice, culinary arts, graphics communications, film technology, mechatronics technology, medical insurance specialists, cybersecurity, software development, nursing, I'm serious, facilities maintenance technology, heating and air conditioning technology, welding, just a few of the degrees. And you leave school with no debt. CCAC rocks.
Here's your Jill on Money question of the day.
Barbara from Florida asks, is it really necessary to check my credit report annually if I have frozen my credit at the 3 credit bureaus? Barbara, freezing your credit at those 3 major credit bureaus is the best line of defense to protect yourself against the scams that are out there. But with that said, there's no downside in monitoring your credit report each year. After all, it's free, and you never know. You might find something on the report that could negatively impact you. I know it may seem a bit excessive, but I'd still do it anyway. It's a good way to keep everything tidy.
Have a question? Go to JillOnMoney.com.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career you'll love with flexibility, great pay, and benefits, and one of the country's top workplaces? Come join our growing team. Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today.
The 50,000-watt voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
It's fascinating, actually, how it turned out. I mentioned this on air. I felt a vibe in the last couple days that she was gaining momentum, but from the start, I'm not lying to you. I didn't want him to win. I don't like him. I mean, I'm honest. I'm not lying about that. But I know why he won, and I told you months ago he was going to win. Americans want change. But people are, man, I don't get crazy about this stuff. Let me read some of this stuff. And this is from Big Shots. I mean, this is from players writing me this stuff today. Let me read this. I mean, this came in all morning, man. Oh. I will never accept it. Talking about Trump. I will never accept his treatment of others, nor his moral corruptness, but he is your elected president. I hope he delivered what you wanted and finally makes America great again. Wait until people learn the corporate greed and not the president control the price of gas and loaf of bread, and that inflation is global, and the U.S. weathered it best. Going to be a rude awakening. And what happened to the election being stolen, idiots? Here's another. I'm just telling you, man, everybody's not banging the drum in jubilation today, running around naked in their front yard. What's the difference between animals and humans? Animals would never choose the dumbest among them to lead them. Sad but true. I'm just telling you the narrative. Oh, man, my man Jake the Snake. Love this guy. Jake, pontificate, brother.
You can't do everything wrong and expect the American people to vote for you.
Nice.
Foreign policy, the economy, the border, everything's on fire. Then you throw in some gender reassignment surgery for illegal. You get ridiculous.
Nice.
Hey, ridiculous.
Hey, are you? Because I am shocked about this. She did not outperform Biden in one county anywhere in the country, brother. Not one.
Well, you know what? And you brought it up earlier, and I'm a Teamster. My brother's a Teamster. And guess what? There's nobody there voting for her. You can't call him a racist and say KDKA guy last night and the guy this morning saying he's racist and blah blah blah. More black dudes voted for him. More Latinos voted for him
Than any time in history.
So are they? So you're calling them stupid?
Yeah, that's true.
Because they don't know the guy's racist. He's not racist. Get over it, and let's make the country better.
No,
Stop hating success.
I agree.
You hate Elon Musk. He's successful. He brought astronauts down that our country, NASA, couldn't bring back. He caught a rocket that came out of space.
No, I can't wait to see his role. Actually, I'm kind of intrigued by that. I hope he is involved. I hope he's not too busy because I find him to be. What did Cuban say about him yesterday? He's become such a troll. I hope he focuses his brain power in making America a great because I don't think America sucks. I don't. I want to kind of balance this stuff. Here's another one. And this is from a big shot political leader. Believe me, you would know him. Got this early this morning. Hold on, let me get to it. Here we go. This is verbatim. 78-year-old convicted felon that's basically certifiably insane beats 60-year-old progressive black female that wants to pay for prisoners' transgender sex operations and has done nothing the past 4 years as the vice president, especially with borders, etc. I'm shocked, actually, that all the union guys jumped over. And I know a lot of them, and they're my favorite people. They work so hard, and they do amazing work. It's kind of wild. Kevin, go ahead. Thanks for your patience.
So, Marty.
So, Kevin.
Not to disparage the boys that just called. I'm not going into hysterics.
Jake the Snake.
Marty?
I'm with you, man. I'm waiting. I'm waiting on the pontification.
So I'm not going into hysterics. I'm going to pontificate for you for one moment.
Yeah, of course.
The guy that was on before you on the radio, I've been listening to KDKA for like the past 4 hours.
Yeah, cool.
What was his name?
Larry.
KB? JB?
You mean Lenny?
Was it Larry?
Lenny. My man Lenny.
Lenny.
Love him. Lenny McAllister.
So the guy he had on, and that is what facilitated this call. That's what really got to be me on it.
You got to make a point here, man, or I'm going to dump on you.
I'll make a point right here. So he was talking about, even after the Kamala loss, he was talking about how the undecided voters couldn't vote for a black girl. They couldn't vote for a Democrat girl.
I can't imagine that's not
what
hard.
I'm voting for is they told me again and again and again that they don't like me. They say again and again they don't. I'm a bad man.
Okay. I guess you're making a point, but it'll probably be an hour from now. And we're done with this hour.
Every Tuesday morning at 7:20, listen for Inside Independence Health, a look at all things healthcare with the experts from Independence Health System. It's brought to you by Independence Health System. Expert care here.
Are you working out, eating healthy, and doing all the right things and still struggling to lose weight? Don't get frustrated. Get answers. You could be having difficulty because of your metabolism. Lumen is the world's first handheld metabolic coach. revealing how your diet and lifestyle fit into the bigger picture of how your body burns carbs and fat, allowing you to develop a game plan and see results. Go to lumen.me right now for 30% off. With just one breath, Lumen offers insight into what's happening with your body and promotes optimal metabolic health for easier weight management, improved energy levels, and better fitness results. Go to lumen.me today and get 30% off. Plus, listeners can get an additional 15% off by using promo code Radio55. That's promo code Radio55 at lumen.me to get an additional 15% off your first purchase today. LUMEN.ME, promo code Radio55.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. Check this out. You know this. As we head into winter, you don't want to be stuck with old, drafty windows, making your heater system work overtime. No way. Universal Windows Direct is here to help you warm and save you money on amazing windows and saving your energy bill. Check it out. Right now, for every 2 windows, you buy 2, get 2 free. Universal Windows Direct is amazing. 412-545-6003.
Honey, I found the perfect place for my parents and us.
Where?
St. Barnabas. For us, the Woodlands Carriage Home Community. And for my parents, condominium-style living at the Village. My folks will love the Village. There's an indoor mall with shops, restaurants, and more. And we can relax, knowing they're safe and secure.
That's what I plan to do when we move to St. Barnabas. Relax.
Call 724-444-5568 or visit stbarnabascommunities.com.
To understand what makes Diamonds Direct so different than other jewelry stores, you have to go back 60 years, when a diamond cutter became well known for his exceptional craftsmanship. His diamond cutting business flourished for decades. Then his sons got involved and started selling these exceptional diamonds to upscale jewelry stores here in America. After a few years, these wholesalers decided to change the game and started selling these precious diamonds direct to the public at the same prices they had sold to the jewelry stores. The no middleman concept became an instant success, and Diamonds Direct was born. Today, Diamonds Direct provides that extraordinary value to people all over America, leading the industry with the highest quality diamonds that still come straight from the best cutters, offered at the guaranteed best prices, period. Diamonds Direct, a truly revolutionary concept with a unique history, rooted in quality, committed to excellence, and always focused on value. Proud to call the Steel City home. Diamonds Direct, your love, our passion.
SchultzFord.com, 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
70 with scattered light rain showers at 11 o'clock. I'm Paul Rasmussen. Donald Trump's victory over Kamala Harris in the 2024 election marks a historic comeback, making him just the second person to win non-consecutive terms as president.
Nothing will stop me from keeping my word to you, the people. We will make America safe, strong, prosperous, powerful, and free again.
The former president declared victory shortly after winning Pennsylvania overnight.
It's time to put the divisions of the past 4 years behind us. It's time to unite.
This morning, a win in Wisconsin put Trump over the threshold of 270 electoral votes. He also picked up the battleground states of North Carolina and Georgia. Votes are still being counted in Michigan, Nevada, and Arizona. Vice President Harris is expected to call Donald Trump today to concede the election. Aides say Harris will deliver a concession speech at Howard University at 6 p.m. Eastern. With a winner surprisingly declared this morning, Americans are asking how Trump did it. Rich Fitzgerald, who heads the Southwestern Pennsylvania Commission, says Trump improved his performance in the counties outside the city.
And if you go around the Westmoreland, Beaver, Butler, Indiana, it looked like Donald Trump did maybe a point or two better.
And on the Big K Morning Show, Fitzgerald said the same was true around the U.S.
County after county, precinct after precinct, he seemed to do a little bit better this time than he did 4 years ago.
The top two issues for voters were the economy and immigration. Republican Dave McCormick is leading Pennsylvania's U.S. Senate race by about 52,000 votes over Democrat Bob Casey. Without declaring victory, McCormick sent his supporters home around 1 a.m. But with or without him, the GOP is poised to take over the U.S. Senate. With drought conditions in half of the state's counties, there's a fire ban on state game lands. The Game Commission says the fire prohibition will be in place indefinitely until conditions improve. Officials say human activity causes 99% of wildfires in Pennsylvania, destroying thousands of acres of woodlands each year. A drought watch is in effect in Allegheny, Beaver, Butler, Fayette, Greene, Indiana, Lawrence, Somerset, Washington, and Westmoreland counties. Now, the U.S. stock market, Elon Musk's Tesla, and banks and Bitcoin are all moving higher as investors bet on what Donald Trump's return to the White House is going to mean. Right now on Wall Street, the Dow is up 1,291 points at 43,512. The NASDAQ up 356 points, and the S&P is up 98. KDKA Sports, the Penguins road trip continues tomorrow night at Carolina, where the Hurricanes have won 7 in a row. The news is brought to you by P.J. Fitzpatrick. 44 years of experience and thousands of five-star reviews. Trust PJ.com. KDKA Radio News Time, 11:03. Time to call Goodrich and Geist. Get the good guys. Goodrich and Geist, Pittsburgh's personal injury attorneys. It's overcast, 70 in Pittsburgh now. AAA traffic in the AccuWeather forecast next.
Philo's got a world of entertainment for you to explore with just one subscription. Sign up today and start watching all the networks you love, like A&E, MTV, Discovery, VH1, TLC, Lifetime, Hallmark Channel, and so much more. Featuring current seasons of all the best drama, true crime, reality, and family-friendly shows you can't afford to miss. And with up to 3 streams at once, you'll never have to fight about what to watch. Get started today and unlock our library of over 75,000 movies and shows, and save all your favorites with the unlimited DVR, so you can rewatch them anytime, anywhere, for up to a year. Philo now includes access to AMC Plus. You can discover your next obsession from its collection of hit originals like Mad Men, The Walking Dead, Killing Eve, Orphan Black, and tons of blockbuster movies. There are no contracts, no commitments, and no hassles. For just $28 a month, Philo's a better way to watch TV. So what are you waiting for? Visit philo.tv and sign up today to start your 7-day free trial. That's philo.tv.
Have you been told there is nothing that can be done for your neuropathy? The Pittsburgh offices of Tri-State Neuropathy Centers are pleased to tell you that is not true. With over 11 years of experience and 9 offices throughout the region, Tri-State Neuropathy Centers are the experts in treating neuropathy. Their team of chiropractic physicians have successfully treated over 13,000 patients by utilizing the most powerful technology available.
I had burning all night long. I wish I would have come to you a lot sooner. I would have dodged all these problems. I could not believe just after a few weeks the difference. In 3 months, it's this good. I can only imagine how good it's going to get.
Get back to doing the things you love and call Tri-State Neuropathy Center's Pittsburgh offices today for a free consultation. Call 724-940-9000. That's 724-940-9000 or go to marydancedin.com. Tri-State Neuropathy Centers, the leader in treating peripheral neuropathy.
November is Veterans Month, and Awaken 180 is honoring all active duty, veterans, and spouses with 15% off your entire program, plus the same free support for life all clients receive. Celebrate Veterans Month with 15% off at awaken180weightloss.com.
From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser, Ellen Gamble. What's up?
All right, Marty, we have some traffic delays around earlier construction work and road crews. This is on Washington Boulevard as you're trying to get toward the southern end of the 62nd Street Bridge, especially around the intersection with Baker Street, so not far from the Pittsburgh Zoo and Aquarium. You do watch out for sluggish traffic as you travel there. Also, a heads up for you through 5 p.m. tonight in Harmer Township, the other side of the river, if you will. Route 910 has around-the-clock lane restriction in both directions between Gulf Lab Road and the southbound Route 28 on-ramp. If you're headed on 28 toward town, it's a good ride. Parkway West, conversely, still heavy for you right around that runaway truck sand pile as you head for the Fort Pitt tunnels. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
The rest of today will be mostly cloudy with a warm breeze and a shower or two, high 71. A stray evening shower, mostly cloudy and mild overnight, though 56. Cloud give way to some sunshine tomorrow, high 65. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Pittsburgh's 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
What's up? You know what's happening right now? Right now, as we speak, the market, stock market, is exploding in a good way. So I had to reach out to the smartest person I know in that business, Carrie Coghill, Coghill Investments. Good morning, my friend.
Good morning.
Tell me what's going on in the market, and are you surprised?
No, I'm not surprised, because what we know is that Trump is pro-business, pro-tax cuts, pro-corporations, and the stock market is a reflection of corporations. So I think that the reaction, not only that we're getting with the stock market, but also with bonds, is that this is good for the economy. So that's how it's being interpreted this morning.
Like big time, Carrie, big time, right?
Big time. But we have to remember that, as with any party, hangovers come. And I think that we really need to pay attention. What we're really going to need to pay attention to is, does this plan really work? So if you are pro-business and look at the tariffs, you know, we've heard a lot about tariffs. That is concerning in terms of creating more inflation. How immigration plays out in terms of our workforce. And hey, I completely support getting people into this country legally, and I hope that happens, and I hope that it happens quickly, because we definitely do need to continue to build our workforce. But the problem really lies on the debt side. We're making a gamble that these economic policies, these pro-business, pro-corporation policies, will translate into economic growth.
Carrie Coghill.
That is what really, yes.
With Coghill Investment Strategies, does this suggest to a dummy like me that there was a lot of money sitting on the sidelines hoping for Trump? Is that fair?
I don't think that. I don't think that that's really the case. I think that maybe people are making shifts to allocation, because prior to this change, the thought was, and still is the economy going into recession? You know, right now, job growth has slowed. But now with the prospects of a pro-business president, we may be seeing some shifts of allocation from maybe some cash, but also some fixed income into the market.
$1,300 bump is a big bump. What do you want to tell the regular investor, Carrie? The regular guy out there?
I would tell the regular investor to stay true to their own particular situation. This isn't going to be easy, because there's only so much a president can do. And my biggest concern about policy is just we need to watch inflation. And more importantly, something that no one's talking about is our debt, our country's debt. And unless these policies really work and stimulate growth, we're just going to have a bigger debt problem at the end of this. So there's a lot to watch. You can't just cut taxes without figuring out where the revenue is going to come from. So, you know, we have to watch inflation. For the average person out there, I wouldn't just blindly jump on the bandwagon of now moving all your money into stocks, because in essence, nothing's really changed. We just have to watch and see how this plays out.
How about Elon Musk make $17 billion more just today?
Yeah.
The rich get richer.
Well,
Carrie,
that's the concern for sure.
Thank you.
I mean, even when you look at the stock market, you know, like, so we're just going to have to really see how these policies play out as they're implemented.
So tell people to chill out. is what you're trying to say. Take it easy.
I wouldn't just jump in. We still have to worry about the economic growth side. And I know that a lot of the policies that are laid out have been positioned as pro-growth. But my biggest concern, and it's my job to figure out the risks, right? Like I'm supposed to be figuring this out, is my biggest concern is that these policies are more inflationary than not. Because when you put tariffs on goods, prices go up. When you have a protectionist policy bringing, like, let's bring manufacturing back to this country, if you don't have balance in that, protectionism is inflationary. So those are the things that we really have to watch. Yes, there may be more jobs created, but you're going to need those jobs to be able to cover the added inflation that these policies may bring. So I wouldn't, as an investor, you still have to be very careful about what your allocation overall is to stocks and to bonds.
Carrie, thank you.
Bonds are probably the big.
Love you. Carrie Coghill, Cog Hill Investment Strategies. Appreciate it. There you go. One of the best in the business. I'm fascinated by this. What's Tesla at right now? What's Tesla at? It's blowing up. Hold on. Here it is. There it is. Tesla stock. So Elon Musk has already made, wow, $17 billion. Wow. It's amazing. The market's up 1,320 points. From the best, I'm trying to help you with your money here, from the best accountant I've ever known, my man Dan. The corporate tax rate is a flat 21%. Concerns were that would increase significantly if the Democrats took control. There will be 0% chance of a corporate tax decrease under the Trump administration. It will stay a flat 21%. Taking your calls today, folks. Does this help you or hurt you? Does this help you or hurt you? What happened last night? 866-391-1020. 866-391-1020. 25% of African-American men voted for Trump. A number some would say is shocking. Is it? Next. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen Gamble, what's up?
All right, thanks, Marty. And we do want to give folks a heads up about daylight paving crews who could be setting up shop for you on Interstate 70 in Ross Traver, Westmoreland County, weather permitting through Friday, this coming Friday, the 8th. Watch for I-70 to have a single lane restriction from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily on the eastbound side between the Denora Fayette City exit and the Route 51 South Uniontown exit. Westbound I-70 drivers need to prepare for slowdowns through restrictions between the Route 51 South Uniontown exit and the Denora exit there. Right now, Parkway West inbound is getting heavy for you right around the runaway truck sand pile as you try to fit into those Fort Pitt tunnels. If you're heading out on the Parkway West toward Pittsburgh International Airport, it's a good ride. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Did you miss this week's Allegheny Health Network Medical Frontiers? Log on to the Allegheny Health Network website to listen to your favorite Medical Frontier show. Visit ahn.org/Medical Frontiers podcast and look for your favorite Medical Frontiers show.
This portion of the show is sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Visit them at awaken180weightloss.com.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. The Inflation Reduction Act shaking things up. Wow. With changes to Medicare Part D, your prescription coverage might be changing. MediConnect can help you navigate these changes and find the right plan for you before December 7th. Folks, you get it free from MediConnect. Call MediConnect today at 888-818-6334. MediConnect, 888-818-6334. MediConnectInsurance.com.
Don't delay in getting that plumbing repair done. Call Palucci Plumbing today for all of your plumbing needs.
From trenchless sewer repair and waterline repairs and replacement, hot water tanks, sewer camera inspections, to Pittsburgh potty repairs, no job is too small for Palucci Plumbing. Owners Amy and Nick Palucci have been in business for over 20 years, so give them a call for your next plumbing repair or replacement. Palucci Plumbing, 412-782-5050. That's 412-782-5050.
UPMC, life-saving, life-changing information. Amazing.
Learn how the Inflation Reduction Act will affect your Medicare plan in 2025. Dina Schmid, founder of One Health Benefits, is an expert in navigating all Medicare plan options and providing you with a complete comprehensive plan that best fits your needs. With over 2 decades of experience, Dina makes sure you're well covered and there's never a fee for her services. Call One Health Benefits today, 724-799-8873, 724-799-8873. Learn more at onehealthbenefits.com.
A gigantic 2-day November sale today and tomorrow, November 6th and 7th at Coons Market. Isn't that right, Frank Dentisi?
Right, Rob. In our meat department, USDA choice boneless New York strip steaks, $7.99 a pound, and farm-raised fresh salmon fillets, $7.99 a pound, and all-natural whole pork tenderloins, $1.99 a pound. In the produce department, premium golden ripe bananas, 39 cents a pound. In our deli, naturally smoked Smith's Smokehouse Reserve ham, $4.99 a pound. And in the bakery, cream cheese-filled pumpkin rolls are $4.99 each. And this week, selected varieties of Snyder's of Berlin potato chips, 7.75-ounce bags, $1.88 each. Ocean Spray jellied cranberry sauce, 14-ounce cans are 2 for $3. And chicken or turkey stovetop stuffing, 6-ounce boxes, 2 for $3.
So get in on the gigantic 2-day sale today and tomorrow, November 6th and 7th at Coons Market. Coons Market, that special place in your neighborhood. Coons Market, a Pittsburgh tradition.
Come in and try the Good Feet feeling today. Comfort, energy, performance, and pain relief at the Good Feet store. Visit the store for a free test walk. Visit us in Robinson Town Center, in Cranberry Township, and now open in Morgantown. Good Feet arch supports are proudly made in the USA.
Get ready for the most thrilling night of the week. Friday nights under the stadium lights. It's all about heart, hustle, and determination. That's high school football in Western Pennsylvania. This is Greg Diulis. I'm a Pittsburgh-based full-service attorney who has been standing strong for years in our community, just like the athletes on the field. For your legal issues, don't count on a Hail Mary pass. Call the winning team of Diulis Law, 412-736-9638. That's 412-736-9638.
When it comes to financial planning, most firms focus on your income and balance sheet. At Smart Out Financial, we focus on where you are today and where you want to go. We run a concierge-level financial planning firm where we work with focused and intentional individuals who want the best financial plans for themselves and their family. We look forward to developing an unparalleled financial planning experience for you and your family. Contact Smart Out Financial or visit smartoutfinancial.com today to learn more. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
The Season of Performance event is happening now at Spitzer Acura. We're rolling out the red carpet and unleashing huge Black Friday savings all month long. Plus, available low financing rates, 0 down leases, top dollar trade allowances. And with any new Acura, get a no-charge lifetime warranty, complimentary maintenance, and a loaner during service. Hurry, our friendly consultants are ready to help you now.
Whack more. Spend less at Spitzer Acura McMurray.
Our world revolves around you. See dealer for details.
It's the day after. Did you get what you voted for? Talk about it on 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
My daughter's a Pitt student. They're all down in the dumps today. Pitt's a liberal school. Her professor canceled his class. Come on, man. Come on, big boy. Man up. And my daughter saw like a half a dozen MAGA hats already on campus, which I think is great. I find the discourse fascinating. I find what's happened to the market fascinating. I found both the trepidation, the angst, and the excitement fascinating. Fascinating. And I love all of it. I'm amazed by what happened last night, and I've said it like 9 times. And Patrick pointed this out this morning. I was kind of shocked. Had him play it for me twice. That Kamala Harris did not exceed Joe Biden's vote count in any county in America. Not one. That. Wow. That's just amazing. My brother Anthony. That's astounding, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't say I'm shocked, Marty. I've been the canary in the coal mine about the Biden administration for 2 years. When one of your former hosts used to have me on, I told them what was coming, especially in the erosion of black support. Yeah. I told them years ago. I said this was happening. I saw it. I talked to people, and I'm going to give you a little tidbit here. And I was hearing this for years. And you know what was told once we anticipated maybe Biden would leave and she would be ascending into his place? And here's what I would hear from black women and black men. If she would have had a black husband, she'd be more accepting in the community.
Wow.
Similar to what happened with Obama.
Wow.
If Obama wouldn't have had a black wife, he would not have won the nomination in 2007. And the reason I know that is because I was out talking to black people. And I know people might not want to hear that, but those are facts. And it was going on even now. They were saying, I don't trust her. If she's not married to a black man, and they weren't comfortable with it.
Man, 25% of black men voted for him. 25, that's a lot, man. That's a record.
Yeah, the machismo.
Yeah. That's what I heard.
They talk to people in other places. They talk to people where this young generation is coming from on the internet. So but remember I told you a couple weeks ago, I said, Marty, those commercials about transgenders and the border and her on fracking was hurting her. Her own words were going to come back to haunt her, and they did.
Let me read this to you. This is from a big shot union guy. What it shows me, Marty, is people don't like women in power, especially if they're a person of color. They would rather have an old white guy who they think is a businessman who went bankrupt 6 times and wants to destroy all unions. And by the way, an old white guy who has a chip on his shoulder and wants to crush his enemies.
Well, look, she took down the down ballots. Dee Pasquale lost. Casey may go out. She didn't, Marty. And Trump's going to win the popular vote. And you don't want to know why he's going to win the popular vote? Because all of those folks that were here illegally, they put in all these black neighborhoods and took resources away from them. So in the cities, he's not even getting what Biden got anywhere near it in a lot of cases. In New York, in Chicago, in Philly, in Detroit, where you kept putting in all these people who are here illegally in those cities, these sanctuary cities, has come back to bite them in the rear end.
Hey. 45% of Hispanics in Philadelphia voted for him.
Right.
Come on, man.
See, they had it misplaced. They kept talking about abortion. If anybody knows anything about the Hispanic culture, they don't believe in an abortion. They have big families. And it's not an issue to black people, period. And here's why, Marty. A lot of black folks can't afford to pay for an abortion. It's expensive. So when she kept talking about that, my friends and I were saying, man, she's not talking to her major constituents. She's talking to the others, and the others betrayed her. She thought all these white women were going to, in the suburbs, were going to come out en masse. They didn't. And
hey, man,
now she's gone.
Tell me the truth. Do you think he's going to help black people more than anyone else would have? Honestly, tell me the truth.
Donald Trump helps Donald Trump.
Yeah.
No, not with getting rid of overtime, tax on overtime, the earned income credit, all these. Please, the working poor need the earned income credit. That's why you have it. I mean, sometimes, here's what I'll tell you, Marty. Sometimes people vote against their own interests.
I'll tell you what we did learn last night. The Democratic Party has lost, brother. Way too far left,
a good
brother.
Bench.
Way too far
We got
left.
a good bench. Josh Shapiro, Wes Moore, they better stay centrist Here's what it does say: progressives, see you later.
Right on. It also has Josh Shapiro sitting ringside, brother.
Yeah, now you see why a lot of us said, "Don't do it, Josh," because this is a sinking ship.
Yeah.
And now in 4 years, now we got a chance.
My brother, thank you.
All right, brother.
I will never forget this. When Patrick played this for me this morning, I didn't believe it. She didn't win one county. She didn't get more votes in any counties in America than Biden did. Wow. Carl, go ahead. Carl fell asleep. Janet, go ahead.
Hi. I just have a question, or not really a question. I think it's a statement. Listening through all this stuff that's been said on the television, no one says anything about foreign policy. Now, if you remember, Trump went to and stood next to the Russian leader, Putin. Yeah. Plus, he already stood next to North Korea's Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
Yes. And it was said, once you keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer.
Yeah. Go Trump.
In business, service is everything. Cintas delivers what you need to better serve your customers. Whether it's freshly laundered work apparel for almost any job imaginable, tested and inspected fire protection systems, first aid and safety supplies, on-site AED training, or mops and restroom products, stocked and ready when you need them. Better work days happen together. So visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Build up to Black Friday with savings all month long at Lowe's. Right now, get up to 35% off select major appliances. Plus, save up to $500 on select LG major appliances. And get holiday inflatables for under $20. Because Lowe's knows deals. Valid 10/24 through 11/5. Applies to select LG major appliances only. Cannot be combined with additional discounts. See Lowe's.com for details and qualifying items. While supplies last.
Maybe the most amazing thing that Robert Levin and Levin Furniture do is this amazing program we have right now. They're having 5 families in need, providing them with free furniture this holiday season, this Levin's Furniture for Families program. He announced it on this show, helping a deserving family. Go to the Get Marty section of KDKRadio.com, nominate a family. Get Marty section of KDKRadio.com, nominate a family. 5 families will get $5,000 worth of furniture, Levin Furniture, and a $500 gift card. Details at KDKRadio.com.
From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
70 with overcast skies at 11:30. I'm Paul Rasmussen. 120,000 voters nationwide said the economy and immigration were their top issues in an AP VoteCast survey. President Trump addressed those issues in remarks to supporters last night.
We're going to have to seal up those borders, and we're going to have to let people come into our country. We want people to come back in, but they have to come in legally.
And the former president campaigned on ending federal taxes on workers' tips and Social Security. Trump declared victory overnight following a win in Pennsylvania, but became official this morning when Wisconsin was added to the list of states flipped from blue to red. The states still counting votes are Michigan, Arizona, Nevada, and Alaska, and Trump has leads in all 4. Vice President Harris is expected to call Donald Trump today to concede the election. Aides say Harris will deliver a speech at Howard University at 6 p.m. Pennsylvania's U.S. Senate race between Democrat incumbent Bob Casey and Republican David McCormick could help the GOP add to its newfound majority in the chamber. McCormick leads by about 52,000 votes.
What a change that'll be if Bob Casey's been in office almost 3 decades here in Pennsylvania as a statewide row officer and then as a 3-term U.S. Senator.
That is Southwestern Pennsylvania Commission Executive Director Rich Fitzgerald on KDKA Radio. Casey, the son of a former 2-term governor, has won 6 statewide elections going back to 1996. McCormick is making his second run for the Senate after leaving his job as CEO of the world's largest hedge fund. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 1,293 points at 43,515. The NASDAQ is up 419, and the S&P is up 116. KDKA Radio News Time, 11:31. Our next update at noon on the Voice of Pittsburgh, News Radio KDKA.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Last year's RV trip, we met a couple with the same bumper sticker. What are the odds?
Your cousin isn't a good storyteller.
He was a podiatrist, or was it a pharmacist? Huh,
you don't say.
Oh, I can't remember.
But she owns an RV protected by Progressive, and you don't. So until you get your own RV, her stories are the most interesting stories you've ever heard.
Wow, interesting.
And when you do get your own RV, save money by bundling it with your home, auto, or other vehicles with Progressive.
Oh, anesthesiologist. He was an anesthesiologist.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Hello, this is Les Botkin of Botkin Family Wealth Management. I've been a financial advisor for over 20 years, but this wasn't my first career. In a previous life, I was a PGA golf professional involved in building Nevillewood, where I played the opening round with Jack Nicklaus, a dream come true. Years later, while in my 40s and working at another golf course, I suddenly lost my job. I had 2 kids in college and I was scared. With the encouragement of my wife Barb and the help of good friends, I embarked on a new career in finance. It was humbling, but in time and with hard work, I became successful in my life's new chapter. Today, I'm a certified financial planner professional and work with my daughter Sarah and son Lester at Botkin Family Wealth Management. The day we opened the doors to our business is one of the best in my life. Dreams change, for me and maybe for you. Let us help you navigate the changes. Visit us at botkinfamilywealth.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC.
Hi, I'm Angie Hicks, co-founder of Angie. When you use Angie for your home projects, you know all your jobs will be done well. Roof repair? Done well. Kitchen sink install? Done well. Deck upgrades? Done well. Electrical upgrade? Done well. Angie's been connecting homeowners with skilled pros for nearly 30 years, so we know the difference between done and done well. Hire high-quality certified pros at Angie.com.
This is a commercial for California Psychics, America's most trusted psychic network. So, if you're waiting for a sign, this is it. No, really, this is it. You won't see your soulmate's face in the clouds or your career path mapped out in your cappuccino foam. This really is it. We could add some dramatic sound effects if you'd like. So what you waiting for? Experience the joy of certainty at CaliforniaPsychics.com.
I went to high school with Bob Tootie from Tootie Mechanical. So I've known him, 40 plus years? His business is insane. Tootie Mechanical. The service is unbelievable. The professionalism is unbelievable. And the help, man, they've put 400 free furnaces in homes. Tootie Mechanical is the best for HVAC I've ever seen in my career. They're amazing people, amazing service. Tootie, 412-771-4100. Call them. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen Gamble, what's up?
All right, Marty, thank you. What's up is we have a pretty decent ride out there, folks. If you need to get out and about, you don't have too much competition for the space on the roads. Parkway West, of course, continues to be one of those spots where you might find some slowdowns ahead of the Fort Pitt tunnels. And, of course, on the Parkway East, you have occasional slowdowns between Edgewood, Swissvale, and those Squirrel Hill tunnels. I-279, just a quick reminder, HOV lanes were closed for the morning rush hour per PennDOT. They had a gate malfunction there, and they are closed until further notice at this point. We'll certainly update you with that information as soon as we get it here. 28 southbound is a good ride out of the Allegheny Valley. No delays past the 40th and 31st Street bridges. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Mostly cloudy for the rest of today, rather breezy and not as warm as yesterday, with a shower or two and a high of 71. A shower in spots early tonight, remaining mostly cloudy and mild overnight, though 56. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
All right. Do we know what happened? Are we still in the aftershock of yesterday? Man, it's Wednesday, day after Election Day. Lots of talk about Colin Dunlap, 2 to 6 right here, KDK.
So you asked, are there any places that the vice president is overperforming Joe Biden in 2020? So we could show you that as well. We just bring that out here. Harris overperforming in 2020.
Holy smokes.
There you go. So let this go away and see if there's anything on the east side there.
Literally nothing?
Literally nothing.
Literally not one county?
Okay, so that was a map of the United States. That was CNN Live last night. And the one dude was telling the other guy that Biden outperformed her in every county in America. That is shameful. I'd have lost that bet. I just would have. I thought for sure that she'd have won one county in the whole damn country. She got her ass kicked. And if you get a chance, man, you want to talk about America. Outside of, let's be blunt here, outside of the city life, and I mean right in the heart of cities, whether it's Philly, Allentown, wherever you want to talk about, Johnstown, right outside any city in America, it's all red, man. The whole damn country. I am not exaggerating. It kind of floors you when you see it. It ain't like it's half this, half that. No, the cities are red and the cities are blue, sorry. The cities are blue, little blue dots, and everything else is red. I've never seen anything like it in my life. And even in cities. One of my boys sent me this note. Trump won 2 voting districts in Overbrook, the 32nd Ward in 1 voting district, and Carrick, the 29th Ward. That has never happened before, ever. It's been Democrat since the caveman roamed Overbrook. Pastor James Hogan. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, brother. How are you?
Well, I'm floored, actually. And you were right. Do you feel a certain amount of gratification that you were convinced that party didn't matter? Americans had enough. They were beaten down enough, including yourself, a lifelong Democrat, and said to hell with it. Little surprised?
A little shocked at the magnitude of it. I'm not overly thrilled, only because I hate the division in the country. Yep. There's so many people that are just angry at their loved ones today, and you know, we have to get back to. I mean, I remember when Carter won, people that didn't vote for Carter prayed for him to do well, and then when Reagan won, people that didn't vote for Reagan prayed for him to do well, and we've got to kind of get back to that, because right now it's either that or get a national divorce, because we got 2 countries that don't want to live under each other.
My man, anything outside any city is Republican in America. It's crazy. I mean, it's really bizarre, don't you think?
Yeah, but I wouldn't really call it Republican. If you think of what Republican has always traditionally meant,
they voted Republican. They voted for the Republican candidate, and it's all red. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, well, the Republican Party, the way it looks today, looks more like the Democrat Party of 1984 than it looks like the Republican Party of any time before now.
So what have we learned here? What do we have to do better for people in America? People like you, like your family, and the folks in the rocks.
I think that on the Democrat side, there has to be some real soul searching. What do you want to be about? Nice. And if you don't start looking at, wow, we're missing with the people. I saw a thing online today where some lady was complaining. She's a PhD complaining that, us educated folks are being held hostage by the idiots who don't have an education.
Oh, come on.
And if that's your approach, your party's just going to die and be nothing. And so if they need to ask themselves, what do we need to do to appeal to the worker again? What do we need to do to fix these broken cities that we've been in charge of forever? On the Republican side, I don't know as a party what they need to do, but I think Mr. Trump has a lot of work ahead of him if he's going to try to build bridges, and I don't know if he has it in him. I do think that there's some forensic stuff that needs to be done, though. I mean, there are 20 million votes missing. Like, Biden got 81 million votes, Harris got 60 million, and they didn't go to Trump. Where did that 20 million people go? That doesn't make any sense at all.
Let's get down to
that's a quarter.
Let's get down to your message to your congregation Sunday.
Oh, don't be jerks. It's that simple. Just if you're happy with the result, don't gloat. Don't spike the football in people's face. If you didn't get it to go your way, lose graciously and rebuild friendships. Don't be the person who wants to be like, I didn't get my way, I'm going to burn it all to the ground. Because as a country, that's what we're in the process of doing, is burning it all to the ground unless we change our approach.
I love you, man. I love how you think. And you were right. I mean, if that makes you feel any better, you were right about this all along. And everything you said held true for millions of Americans, which is is it true in your opinion? Do you think a number of your members of your congregation that are black voted for Trump? I mean, the numbers, if they hold true?
Yeah, for sure, they've told me. And a number of them can't stand the guy and didn't vote for him. Yeah. But I've heard from both. And I had one lady who's African-American tell me, the thing that Harris is missing is that it's more important to be able to feed our children than to be able to kill them.
Whoa.
And until she gets that point, she's pushing for, we need the right to have abortion, but we need to be able to feed them.
Say that again, man. That's insanely spot on. Go ahead.
Yeah, she said that Harris needs to get the message that it's more important to be able to feed our children than to have the right to kill them.
Wow.
And she's been a lifelong Democrat. Wow. And it's never bothered her to vote for a pro-choice position in her life. But that was her statement, because she was saying, I think she's totally missing the vibe of what's going on out here in the real world.
Pastor James Hogan, my brother from the Faith Bridge Community Church. He is the man of God. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you.
Hey, give your people my love. I'll talk to you later.
Oh, my man. Right back. Love that, man. Strong. Wow. From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen Gamble, what's up?
All right, thanks, Marty. As we look out on the area roads, things are rolling along nicely. Gives us a chance to just give some reminders of places where construction zone lane restrictions might slow your go, especially through tonight at 5 p.m. Heads up in Harmer Township. Route 910 has a round-the-clock lane restriction in both directions between Gulf Lab Road and the southbound Route 28 on-ramp. So if you're traveling there, maybe you got off of the turnpike or something, you need to leave some extra time or at least expect the delays there. Bridge washing, weather permitting, can slow your go in Beaver County today around the Vanport Bridge. Watch for slowdowns around lane restrictions and changing traffic patterns in both directions on the Beaver Valley Expressway, I-376 in Vanport until 3 p.m. this afternoon. AAA traffic on the 5s from LGKG Injury Lawyers. LGKG, your home team. Visit LGKG.com. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
We've been an institution in Newcastle for 90 years, and now our offices canvass all of Western Pennsylvania. I'm Joe George. Known for integrity and doing what we say we'll do, LGKG Injury Lawyers are different from the other firms. Visit LGKG.com or call me. LGKG, your home team.
When you call yourself the voice of Pittsburgh, you have to know when to not talk. Sometimes you just need to be the ears of Pittsburgh. Just listen. Listen to what you have to say. These are complicated and uncertain times. But when you need us, we are here for you, and we're listening. A trusted source that you can count on to be here. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Honey, I found the perfect place for my parents and us.
Where?
St. Barnabas. For us, the Woodlands Carriage Home Community. And for my parents, condominium-style living at the Village. My folks will love the Village. There's an indoor mall with shops, restaurants, and more. And we can relax, knowing they're safe and secure.
That's what I plan to do when we move to St. Barnabas. Relax.
Call 724-444-5568 or visit stbarnabascommunities.com.
To understand what makes Diamonds Direct different, you have to understand our history. It goes back 60 years to a renowned diamond cutter overseas. From there came years of diamond cutting, manufacturing, and wholesaling, supplying exquisite fine diamonds only to high-end jewelers. Then eventually the wholesalers started selling direct to the public, and that started a revolution. Today, we are a global diamond powerhouse with hundreds of thousands of customers and an impeccable reputation. But our core values are the same as always. Our diamonds are the highest quality cut by the best craftsmen. Our prices are the most compelling. Our selection is staggering. Our warranties and guarantees are rock solid. And our people are laser focused on helping you find the diamond of your dreams. So as the story unfolds, as the revolution continues, we invite you to experience a jewelry shopping experience unlike any other. Born in excellence, rooted in determination, and thriving in passion. Diamonds Direct. Showroom hours, directions, and more online at diamondsdirect.com. Proud to call the Steel City home. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
Are you working out, eating healthy, doing all the right things, but still not seeing the right result? Well, it could all be down to your metabolism. But now, there's a way of understanding how your nutrition and lifestyle fit into the bigger picture. Learn how your body shifts from burning carbs to burning fat for energy with Lumen. Go to lumen.me right now for 30% off. Lumen is the world's first handheld metabolic coach. It takes just a single breath first thing in the morning, and Lumen immediately analyzes your metabolism, telling you if you're burning fat or carbs, and gives you tailored guidance to improve nutrition, workouts, sleep, and stress management. There's no one-size-fits-all solution. Get something tailored to your body's needs with Lumen. Go to lumen.me today and get 30% off. Plus, listeners can get an additional 15% off by using promo code Radio50. That's promo code Radio50 at lumen.me to get an additional 15% off your first purchase today. LUMEN.ME, promo code Radio50.
Hey, this is Lisa from Nest Expressions Window Fashions. As we all expected, Nest Expressions has grown out of its old gallery in less than 3 years, and I have built Pittsburgh's one and only state-of-the-art Hunter Douglas Galleries. 2015 Village Run Road is where you'll exclusively find the newest shades, shutters, and blinds from Hunter Douglas. And don't forget, I have the most passion in Pittsburgh for draperies. So call 724-933-5500 or simply nestexpressions.com.
Hear about it, then talk about it. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
I got to be bluntly honest and traumatically, significantly important to you in that all my boys, and I have a lot of them, as you know by now, that own businesses, and most of them are successful because they work their asses off. They're thrilled to death that Trump won. I'm just keeping it real with you. I'm just keeping it real. That's a fact, Jack. My accountant guru, the best ever, Dan, says we're better off. The stock market guru, Carrie, she's kind of ambivalent. She's going to sit back and wait. But the market is exploding. What is it up, Patrick? Is it 1,300 points?
Yeah, and it was climbing.
And climbing. Which, to me, is the business marketplace saying, all right, we're cool. We're going to prosper. Now, again, it's a fart in a bathtub. One moment, one day. And by the way, if you folks think I'm going to spend the next 4 years picking on Trump, railing on Trump, it ain't happening. I call them as I see them. We seek out the truth. Not a side. We seek out the truth. Anna, go ahead. Thanks for your patience.
Hey, Marty, no problem. I didn't like either candidate, and I really wasn't strongly compelled to vote for either candidate.
Heard this a lot,
but
by the way.
Scott Jennings last night on CNN,
yeah,
he said, and I agreed with him, he did a wonderful soliloquy about the political messaging machine and the fact that all these celebrity endorsements actually hurt Harris.
Hold on. Let me read something. God, this is brilliant, what you just said. Hold on, let me read this. This is a true paradigm switch. Trump on stage with steelworkers and Kamala with Oprah, Beyonce, and Taylor Swift. Exactly what you said.
No, that's exactly it, because I personally can't relate to those people, and I don't really care what they think. They can vote for who they want. I'm not saying that.
Fascinating.
But that doesn't do anything to move the dial for me. So I ended up voting for Trump, again, because I always watch the CBS News after KDKA News.
Yeah.
It got to the point, Marty, where Nora O'Donnell and team were just, I think, so biased. They didn't even realize how biased they were. Everything was coming up roses.
No,
and
you're
Harris
right.
was perfect.
No, you're right.
Trump was terrible.
No, you're right. They did that. She's right. It's a fantastic call. I had to grab one of my closest friends. He's an unbelievably intelligent and successful. I'm the idiot.
That sounds a little crazy.
I'm sorry, Jeffrey. Jeff Cohen,
Right,
insanely
Griffin.
successful, self-made, a little crazy like I am, works all the time and strives for success. Just give me your honest opinion. Every single businessman I know is uplifted by this election. Why? Tell me why, sir.
Well, here's what I think, Marty. At the end of the day, when you raise taxes on everybody, all it does affects three things. It affects what you pay your people.
True.
It affects your capital investments within your company.
True.
And what it does, it makes you think about how long you want to stay in business for if you're a small businessman. Because people don't realize the risk. Every day you get up scared when you own your own business. And, you know a lot of successful business people, and they're all driven. And why are they driven? It's because of the risk factor. You can never, ever feel comfortable.
True.
And you always have to be moving forward. And at the end of the day, that woman caller you just had, she was right. She watched the mainstream media.
She was, actually.
They basically said, that, Harris is, and then Trump is, so.
I agree.
To me, I think it backfired.
But hold on, tell me though, all my business buddies are texting me saying they're happy about this. Why? Why is, and the market's up almost 1,400 points. Why, sir?
I know.
Why?
Well, let me explain to you. If you own a company, the tax breaks you get now, you can reinvest in your business and your people.
Nice.
When I looked at my payroll this year compared to 3 years ago, it's up 30%.
Whoa.
And why is that?
Whoa.
Because of the tax breaks that you get. You're able to have that money to pay more people to keep them.
I see.
That's the key. You want to be able to keep your good people. And let me tell you, this whole inflation thing has been a disaster.
Yes, it has.
You go back to COVID, no one made money except the people that kind of played with the system, I guess. But, business people are very happy because this tax structure is going to stay the same.
I get it.
And,
by the way, I heard this from my guru accountant. They said the exact same thing. Exact same thing.
Well, and the problem is there didn't seem to be any kind of clear message from their side, on the Democratic side, on how they were going to make anything better. And I think the average person felt they were better off 4 years ago. And
again.
And talking about the average person. Look at the people that voted. It wasn't just all people that had money. You're not going to win. It's not that many people that do that.
So Patrick put this up in the last year. Hold on. Let me read this, Jeff. In the last year, inflation has been a severe hardship, 22%. Moderate hardship, 53%. Wow. So most of the country was really affected by inflation. That's what you said.
They were, and it just seemed like that. I'm gonna not have price gouging. Well, that sounds really good, but you're not going to control big corporations. It doesn't work that way. It has to. You got to work together. And I'm kind of like you. Monday to Tuesday, Tuesday to Wednesday, Wednesday to Thursday. I actually, Am I happy that my taxes aren't going to go up from a business standpoint? Absolutely correct.
Hell yeah.
I mean, the other issue is I never heard any strategy from Harris, what she was really going to do. And, I don't know, but all the business people that I know in general are pretty happy.
I agree. Thank you, Mr. Cohen. I got to go.
Hey, Mr. Griffin, it's always a pleasure.
One of the best businessmen I've ever known, one of the smartest minds I've ever known, Jeff Cohen. Got to get to my boy John out of Nashville. Good morning, brother.
Marty, how you doing today, man?
Good, my man. Jump in.
Hey, real quick, just two things. One, I wanted to give you a compliment because last week on your show, before this election even happened, it was coming up, you made a comment that regardless of who wins, we should give them a chance and give them a fair shake, basically, what the pastor was saying earlier. And so you set a good example there, and I hope people take, there's no love lost with you and Trump, so that was magnanimous of you to come out and say we should give whoever the president is an opportunity. So that's the first thing. The second thing for me is at some point in this country, we are going to have a female president, probably in short order.
Oh, yeah.
And I look forward to that. I have no problem with it.
Sure.
But I really think that Kamala Harris missed an opportunity last night to leave people with a good memory of a female candidate. And that she made a mistake that Hillary made in 2016. That the writing was on the wall for both Hillary and Harris last night. The election was lost.
I agree. And I love you, and I could talk to you forever. My man, it didn't matter what she said. She was going down, ma'am, in a ball of flames. I love you.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the relief hotline at 800-525-8448. 800-525-8448. 800-525-8448.
We all want more. More laughs. More hangouts. More, this is the best takeout ever. Excuse me. But if you're 75 or older or 60 or older with certain health conditions, you've also got more risk of getting seriously sick from RSV. But an RSV vaccine lowers your risk, so you can keep doing more of the stuff you love.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Risk less, do more. Get started at vaccines.gov.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for moms.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
71 with scattered light rain showers at 12 o'clock. I'm Paul Rasmussen.
Campaign 2024, the race for the White House.
Donald Trump has been declared the winner of the 2024 presidential election. The former president picking up a win in Pennsylvania overnight, and that secured a return to the White House.
Frankly, this was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's never been anything like this in this country, and maybe beyond.
Trump is speaking with supporters shortly after being named the winner in PA.
We're going to help our country heal. We're going to help our country heal. We have a country that needs help, and it needs help very badly.
This morning, it was a victory in Wisconsin that lifted Trump to 277 electoral votes. Michigan, Arizona, and Nevada have yet to be called. Vice President Harris is expected to call Donald Trump today to concede the election. Aides say Harris will deliver a speech as well at Howard University at 6 p.m. What went wrong with the Harris-Walz campaign leading to the massive shift in power? Political analyst Lenny McAllister says part of the problem was messaging.
The Harris campaign did not make a good enough effort of explaining to people why the economy is better than they felt. And people went with what they felt. I mean, inflation was coming down. The economy was revving up until the recent job numbers. They never made that case strong enough.
On the Big K Morning Show, McAllister said the economy was the number one issue with voters. Republican Dave McCormick is leading Pennsylvania's U.S. Senate race by about 52,000 votes over Democrat Bob Casey. Without declaring victory, McCormick sent his supporters home at around 1 a.m. With or without McCormick, though, the GOP is poised to take over the U.S. Senate. A Pittsburgh man has been convicted of killing 3 people in Homewood in 2021. Ronald Steve was accused of shooting the people, including a 12-year-old girl, inside a home on Hamilton Avenue. Police connected Steve to the crime scene with surveillance video, along with gunshot residue and blood on his car. Prosecutors say they will seek the death penalty, and Steve will be sentenced early next year. The U.S. stock market, Tesla, banks, and Bitcoin are all storming higher as investors bet on what Donald Trump's return to the White House will mean for the economy. Investors expect Trump's victory to lead to faster economic growth and more market-friendly policies. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 1,354 points at 43,575. That's more than 3% on the day. The NASDAQ is up 426 points, and the S&P is up 119. KDKA Sports. The Penguins road trip continues tomorrow night at Carolina. The Hurricanes have won 7 in a row. The news is brought to you by P.J. Fitzpatrick. Home improvements with no interest financing if you need it. TrustPJ.com. KDKA Radio News Time, 12:03. It's 70 and there's scattered showers in Pittsburgh. The AccuWeather forecast is next.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6481. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6481. That's 800-575-6481. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Don't miss Fairy Tale of New York live at Carnegie of Homestead Music Hall on December 12th. Don't miss the ultimate Irish-themed Christmas concert. And just when you think the party couldn't get any better, this world-class concert performs the greatest Irish sing-along songs of all time. Imagine a St. Patrick's Day party on Christmas Day. Fairy Tale of New York, December 12th, Carnegie of Homestead Music Hall in Munhall. Get advance tickets at librarymusichall.com. Another Drusky Entertainment event.
This planet is so incredibly beautiful that I can't get enough of it. I did 950 miles on the Pacific Crest Trail, and Good Feet was with me all the way.
Are you worried about pain and discomfort? Don't let your feet get in the way. Learn how the Good Feet store can help you.
Your passion's important, but if your body aches and if your heel feels like you've got a nail stuck in it and won't come out, trust me, it's going to wear you down. The Good Feet store knew what they were talking about and took the time to really dial in what I needed. I hiked 84 miles in the Himalaya and to do it pain-free. You think I'm not grateful for Good Feet?
You deserve a better life, too. Come to the Good Feet store today. Visit us in Robinson Town Center, in Cranberry Township, in Morgantown at Suncrest Town Center, or book your free fitting at goodfeet.com. Good Feet, because you deserve comfort in your life. No waiting required. Good Feet arch supports are immediately available and proudly made in the USA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Mostly cloudy for the rest of today, rather breezy and not as warm as yesterday with a shower or two and a high of 71. A shower in spots early tonight, remaining mostly cloudy and mild overnight, though 56. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
November is Veterans Month, and Awaken 180 is honoring all active duty, veterans, and spouses with 15% off your entire program, plus the same free support for life all clients receive. Celebrate Veterans Month with 15% off at awaken180weightloss.com.
The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Listen to this. Guy nails it last night. Listen to this. Beautiful stuff. Listen.
This is a mandate. He's won the national popular vote for the first time since, for a Republican, for the first time since 2004. This is a big deal. This isn't backing into the office. This is a mandate to do what you said you were going to do. Get the economy working again for regular working class Americans, fix immigration, try to get crime under control, try to reduce the chaos in the world. This is a mandate from the American people to do that. I think I'm interpreting the results tonight as the revenge of just the regular old working class American, the
Perfect.
anonymous American who...
Thank you. Check this out from the New York Times. How did Democrats lose so badly? Considering how they saw Donald Trump, a twice impeached former president, a felon, a fascist, a bigot, a buffoon, a demented old man, an object of nonstop late-night mockery and incessant moral condemnation. This is from the New York Times. The theory that many Democrats will be tempted to adopt is that a nation prone to racism, sexism, xenophobia, and rank stupidity fell prey to the type of demagoguery that once beguiled Germany into electing Hitler. It's a theory that has a lot of explanatory power, though only of an unwitting sort. Strike. Spot on. Brandon McGinley, good morning. How are you, brother?
Hey, I'm doing all right. How are you?
Brandon's one of the best in America from the Post-Gazette. You surprised? No, you're not.
No, I mean, I would say that by the time we got to the day before the election and the day of the election, I began to doubt my my instincts a little bit. But at the end of the day, what you had was the thing that if you look at the maps that show, I'm looking at the New York Times map that shows the arrows that show where all the counties went, and almost every county in the country shifted either a little bit or a lot toward Trump.
It's
and
true.
These are mostly very small rural
It's
counties.
true.
But here's the point that I think that I thought was going to happen, and it did happen. It didn't happen quite as much in Pittsburgh, but it happened in many other cities. Trump did a lot better in cities than any Republican has in a long time. He picked up a few points in Philadelphia. He picked up several points. Now, of course, Illinois is not a battleground state, but he picked up several points in Chicago, Wayne County, Michigan. He won more than 25% of the vote in New York City. He won nearly 40% in Queens.
Wow.
He won nearly 30% in the Bronx.
Wow.
These are incredible numbers, and I think they, especially of course if the next 4 years go
That's shocking.
even reasonably well, I think they could stick.
Wow. Man,
because there's a lot of people in American cities who traditionally vote Democrat, but who are not completely on board with the Democratic cultural agenda, who are hurting economically. And frankly, I think there's still more to go. Like I think there are more folks in parts of Pittsburgh and parts of Philadelphia, certainly, who could keep shifting that way. And if the Democrats don't watch themselves, they're going to risk losing even more votes next time around.
Brandon McGinley with a PG. Listen to this from a judge. Trump won 2 voting districts in Overbrook, the 32nd Ward, in 1 voting district in Carrick, the 29th Ward. It had never happened before.
Yeah. So as we talked about the other day, you know, I mentioned Carrick as a place where I thought Trump could make up some ground.
You did.
And the one precinct that I was monitoring was the one that he won. It's the one that includes Volunteers Field,
True.
which is where the Little League plays in Carrick. There's huge Trump signs all over the neighborhood. There's flags and stuff overlooking the field. Now he only won it by 2 votes, but here's the thing. Next time around, it could be more than 2 votes. And next time around, he could win, or, of course, it won't be him, but a Republican who plays the similar cards and plays his hand as well as Trump has could easily do even better in other parts of Carrick. So the point I'm making is that the Democrats have played a dangerous game by trying to make their coalition about basically, upper middle class respectability and expertise and educational credentials and all these things. Most Americans don't have these things, and they increasingly don't care for the people who do have these
Listen
things.
to this, Brandon.
And
this is from a big shot politician you would know. Believe me, you've interviewed him 100 times. 78-year-old convicted felon that's basically certifiably insane beats a 60-year-old progressive black female that wants to pay for prisoners' transgender sex operations and has done nothing the past 4 years as vice president, especially with borders. They got to get past this anger, do they not, sir?
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I mean, focusing on Trump's very obvious deficits hasn't helped because they're obvious.
No.
People are tired of getting bashed over the head with it, and they're also tired of being told implicitly or often very explicitly that they're bad people for thinking that Trump will do better for their pocketbooks. And I mean, something I saw on social media last night, see it this morning, is people still banging this drum that you're a bad person for supporting Trump, that that it proves that America's an awful place.
True.
This is exactly how you lose bigger next time, to be honest. Because like I said, there are a lot more potential Trump voters out there.
True.
And this is the thing that Democrats, I just don't think understand, and I certainly didn't understand this time. There are more to go. Like, if you don't have a message that is responsive to the cultural and economic anxieties that are continuing to grow in a country that, continuing to endure deindustrialization, where economic precarity has increased significantly, not just the past decade, but the past generation. If you don't have a message for those people, and importantly, not just a message that says we can make you better off, but a message that says we respect you, we don't think you're an idiot, we don't think that you're a bigot, they're going to lose. There are more votes out there for Republicans to pick up.
Brandon McGinley, he called it. He did. And my sources ratted him out. He doesn't just eat Pizza Hut pizza with his 45 kids. He's been spotted. He's been spotted in Fiore's. He's been spotted in Minneo's.
I mean, I'm a Brookline guy, so I mean,
come on, bro.
And we have an embarrassment of riches in the South Hills.
My man, you nailed it. I got to give you love. Thanks, my man. A lot of angry people, not helping anyone. Thanks, buddy.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Henry, go ahead. Thanks for holding.
Hey, Marty.
What's up?
Hey, couple things. Number one, you asked the question earlier, does it help you or hurt you? I want to answer that in a second. But the first thing I want to mention, if by chance Harris would have won last night, do you think Donald would be planning to concede this evening?
I don't know, and I don't care. Why would you care? Who cares? We're talking about today and tomorrow. I don't really care. I don't care what she says tonight. I'm sorry, man. She's yesterday's news. Let's focus on what happens tomorrow with this country. I really don't care. I don't care if you think he would be mad. I don't care if you think there'd be riots in the streets. I know this. The market's up 1,450 points. I know this. Every single business guy I know is jumping up and down doing jumping jacks, period.
All the news you need for your day and the sports, music, and podcasts you love are all on the free Odyssey app. Download now.
This portion of the show is sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Visit them at awaken180weightloss.com.
Imagine your team always looking and feeling their best in high-performance technical workwear. Cintas can make it happen. They have garments for almost every job imaginable. And with the Cintas Workwear program, you get freshly laundered garments delivered every week for everyone on your team. Great garments without the bother of laundry. That's a real perk for employees. Find out how Cintas can boost team image and morale. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Mira, Jorge, let's bring the nail gun over here.
Jose stands tall atop his sustainable flooring company.
Totally. It's renewable and moisture resistant, but we have several green options too. Or we got some beautiful reclaimed oak.
But floored by his success, he needs to hire more installers.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Put our matching platform to work so you can spend less time searching and more time connecting with talented candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
So, true story. I got this window in the bathroom upstairs. First of all, the windows are old. We're in a house that's 80 years old. This window has a particular issue because we had to jam it up because we had some leakage that came down into the living room. Guess what? Perfect timing. Windows Direct has this amazing opportunity. This is the deal, folks, at Universal Windows Direct. Right now, if you buy 2 windows, you get 2 free, and we need 2 windows. If you buy 4, you get 4 free. You get it. Boy, they're comfortable, energy efficient. On top of that, 0% financing for 60 months. By the way, that's 5 years interest-free. This is a great chance to make sure that your house is warm this winter. Universal Windows Direct, 412-545-6003. Universal Windows Direct, 412-545-6003. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Celebrate the holidays with Oliver Flowers. Family owned for 95 years. Always open for easy ordering at oliverflowers.com, where you'll find arrangements, orchid plants, European gardens, and more gift ideas too. Go to oliverflowers.com today.
Hey, if you're a mom or dad of a high school athlete who dreams of playing in college, the steps you take now could make all the difference between earning a scholarship or nothing at all. As Pittsburgh's premier recruitment agency, M7 Sports helps you understand what you need to do while giving you and your child the tools to grab the attention of coaches and recruiters. From hype videos to social media guidance. For expert guidance on the road to recruitment, visit m7sports.agency today.
Join Rob Pratt every Sunday at 11 a.m. for Black and Gold Sunday, presented by Coons Market, your hometown Pittsburgh grocer. Rob keeps you posted on Pittsburgh sports with 2 hours of exciting talk. That's Black and Gold Sunday, 11 to 1, presented each week by Coons Market.
So I have taken family and friends personally to the offices of John Perry at Rosen and Perry. Why? Well, with medical malpractice cases, they have doctors on staff to answer your questions. They have some of the biggest, this is a fact, settlements in the history of this region. Fact. They care, man. They care big time. John Perry at Rosen and Perry, one of the best attorneys in America. 412-281-4200. 412-281-4200. Rosen and Perry.
CBS Eye on Veterans from ConnectingVets.com. In the wake of this divisive presidential election, many Americans are still casting doubt over our voting system and supporting conspiracy theories. Army veteran Loren Westerfield, who volunteered to work at the polls, explains how she believes the system she used in Texas is completely safe.
And I really do. I really feel like they're accurate. If you receive a mail-in ballot and also try and go to the polls, your vote will be contingent upon checking to make sure that you didn't also send in a mail-in ballot. I mean, they have systems for all, like everything that I could think of and more. They have a system and a procedure for how to safeguard all of those things. It's really incredible.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career you'll love with flexibility, great pay, and benefits, and one of the country's top workplaces? Come join our growing team. Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today.
Trump, Harris. Talk about the results now on 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Look, I want to make it clear that I'm not politicizing this. I wanted you to hear from my boys, the guys I trust who are in business, and how this affects their business. This is why I've lined up a number of business owners today, just so you would know the truth. And I had to grab someone who's driven, motivated, focused, and in business. Bob Tootie, Tootie Mechanical. My brother, does this help you or hurt you? And tell us why, sir. Bob, you there? Did I lose him? Bob Tootie with Tootie Mechanical. Is he there? Is he there now? Go ahead, Bob. Oh, no. There he goes. Hey, Bob. Let's try that. What's up, man? Bob. Huh. I don't know what's happening. Bob Tootie. Okay. We're having trouble. While we get Bob, we'll get Bill on the north side. Go ahead, Bill.
Hey, Marty. She's a San Francisco progressive. We all know that, and she would say, "Well, I have my values," but she never gave a straight answer. And the problem they had was people could see, and I was always taught by my dad, watch what people do, not what they say.
Nice.
You can see what it was like when Trump was there, the economy, and you can see what it was like under Biden and Harris.
It's actually a great, by the way, that's a great assessment. And it's a great observation, and he's right on. He nailed it. Bob Tootie, what's up, man?
Hey, how you doing, Marty?
Good, buddy. Bob Tootie, Tootie Mechanical. Is this good for your business or bad for your business? Tell us why, brother.
We're in the mechanical business, energy business, as you know. In either case, it would be good, my opinion. But from a global standpoint, I think that the Trump tax cuts help the small business guy. Now, the big business, those guys are already locked in. But if you look at a small business guy, right now, he's paying a tax rate of 40%, 37 plus 3, 40%. He's going to have a hard time cash flowing to invest back in his business to grow the business. Under the Trump law, the tax law, which probably will stay, if you have over 50 employees, it's 37% times 0.8, which is 29.6. So now you can take that extra 10% and put it back in the growth of your company, feeding the engine of the company. Now, that's a different perspective from my standpoint, because now I can take that money, invest it in training, I can invest it in software,
nice,
and it helps me grow and get competitive in the business market. And then our customers are doing the same thing, so they're spending that money internally, which in turn raises it up. That's my opinion.
Bob Tootie, Tootie Mechanical, which is why I would explain why the market jumped like 1,500 points already. People are saying, all right, game on. Right, Bob?
That's it. Let's go to work.
And so immediately guys like you are more optimistic about the future. I don't want to speak for you, but is that fair?
Well, if you're asking me from a standpoint of regulation, I need less regulation, not more. I know who to hire. I'll hire who's competent. I know that from a standpoint of tax, I get it. Hey, we're paying, and we're buying trucks, and we're paying tax again,
right?
And we're increasing our building, and we're paying more property taxes. So all of those things spin up, in my opinion. But my customers are doing it, and they're doing it to their customers. Nice. So in my opinion, that increases the velocity through the system overall.
Nice. Bob Tootie.
1%. That's a different perspective.
No, I love it. I've been hearing it all morning, and I'm getting a grip around it. What about people that say that he's evil, he's horrible, he's a horrible man, he's going to ruin America, he's a fascist, he's Hitler? How do you respond to that craziness?
Well, I don't like to hear him talk because of the way it just makes me crazy to hear him talk. But if you ask me about his policies, I'm more in alignment with the policies that he projects than the other way.
I heard.
And I'm not judging anybody.
This is how this thing happened last night. This is how this went down last night. Black and white. I win here, I lose there. I'm serious, right, Bob?
Yep.
Bob Tootie, thanks, brother.
Hello. All right, brother. I'll see you.
Love him. There you go. And I'm not staging this stuff. This is businessman after businessman. Look, I know you people are freaked out. Marty bailed on us. I'm not bailing on you, man. The truth will set you free, and this is the truth. These are from business owners. Now, is it going to happen? I just listen to them. Jeff Cohen, Bob Tootie. Good, Tom.
Hey, Marty, how's it going, buddy?
Good, man.
Oh, you got your hands full today.
Yeah, that's wild.
Hey, listen, Marty, it's not so much that Trump won, it's that she's lost because the Democrats always try to buy their votes. You know, that was one of our biggest problems. She tried to buy her votes with the housing,
Nice.
with the first kids,
Nice.
you know, trying to buy votes. And, you know, Anthony called in earlier, and that was one of the most racist comments I ever heard, that she didn't win because she didn't have a black husband. Come on now, Marty. America spoke, and that's what happened. That's why Trump won. America spoke. They were sick and tired of hearing all these false promises.
No, I agree.
And the Democrats, they promised that last election they ran on paying college tuition. That didn't happen. They're tired of people telling them what they're going to give them. And hey, Marty, do blink. Pittsburgh's going to be gone. Everybody, that's what it is. They're not Democrat supporters. They're Democrat dependents.
Wow.
People got to wake up and start, you know what I mean?
That's strong.
Start worrying about the economy. Start worrying about the police. That's what has to happen.
Wow. It's a great phone call. You know, some people are just naturals. That's a great phone call, my man. I absolutely love that.
If you're still waiting for a sign, here's another one. At California Psychics, we reject 98% of the psychics who apply to work for us. So we only connect you with the best. That's how we can guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. And right now, new customers receive 20 minutes for just $20. If that's not a sign, I don't know what is. Dramatic sound effect incoming. Experience the joy of certainty at CaliforniaPsychics.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-837-5050. That's 800-837-5050. 800-837-5050.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. My friend Robert Levin and his team have an amazing Veterans Day sale. Love this. Going on now. 4 days of the best deals around. Check it out. 25% off store-wide and even bigger discounts on top mattress brands. Plus, 5 years special financing. And for veterans, special thank you for your service. Levin is giving you an extra $50 off. Hurry in for Levin's huge Veterans Day sale going on now at all Levin furniture and mattress locations. Tell them Marty sent you.
Is your home ready for the holidays? Beat the holiday rush and call our cleaning heroes at Zero Res. 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $129 and take $75 off air duct cleaning. Book online anytime at ZeroResPGH.com.
UPMC, life-saving, life-changing information. Amazing. You want the perfect Saturday night?
Progressive presents good news, bad news, dumb news, then great news. Good news. While leaning over the fence, your neighbor said you could save money bundling home and auto insurance with Progressive. Bad news. Your neighbor leaned over a little too much and broke your fence. Dumb news. Somehow fence wood is more expensive than wood. Great news. You decide to see if you could save money bundling at Progressive.com and to plant really tall shrubs. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, board-certified urologist and senior vice president of men's sexual health at HIMSS. I've helped many guys with ED in my 12 years of practice. But now you can get world-class care for ED 100% online by going to HIMSS.com. So what are you waiting for?
To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% off brand name prices, go to hims.com/joy.
From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Cloudy and 75 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 12:30. I'm Paul Alexander. A man was shot to death late last night in Butler City. Police say Christopher Waggett was fatally wounded by Sean Williams in the 200 block of American Avenue. Waggett died after being shot in the chest, and officers took Williams into custody following an altercation. Williams is now facing criminal homicide charges. Not many people expected to learn the result of the 2024 presidential race by today. Here's News Radio KDK's Paul Rasmussen.
With the winner surprisingly declared this morning, Americans are asking how Trump did it.
Rich Fitzgerald, who heads the Southwestern Pennsylvania Commission, says Trump improved his performance in counties outside the city.
And if you go around the Westmoreland, Beaver, Butler, Indiana, it looked like Donald Trump did maybe a point or two better.
And on the Big K Morning Show, Fitzgerald said the same was true around the U.S.
County after county, precinct after precinct, he seemed to do a little bit better this time than he did 4 years ago.
Voters' top two issues were the economy and immigration. Paul Rasmussen, News Radio, KDKA.
With less than 3 months left in office, what does President Joe Biden do from here until the end of his term? Political analyst Lenny McAllister tells the Big K Morning Show he believes the Biden administration will try to Trump-proof the most vulnerable areas of America, especially now that he enjoys the new Supreme Court ruling where he is immune to whatever he does as part of the job.
Don't be shocked if you see a rash of executive orders coming out mid-November through January 19th to try to button down the hatches that the Trump administration is going to have to try to flip over or get some type of congressional action to flip over. And that's going to be, I think, part of the political game that's going to happen in Washington for the next 2 months.
McAllister says he also believes the garbage comment about Trump's supporters played a big role in Harris's loss. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 1,340 points, the NASDAQ up 441. The S&P 500 is up 120 points. KDK Radio News Time is 12:32. Our next update at 1 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander, and the voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6481. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-6481. That's 800-575-6481.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Home sweet home. That's where a lot of us feel most comfortable these days. But what about going back to the doctor? Better yet, you can see your primary care doctor virtually without leaving the comfort of your home sweet home. Healthy is happening right now with video visits from AHN. Because providing care just the way you like it is living proof. Visit ahn.org/video visits.
Folds of Honor has been meeting Sacrifice with Hope since 2019 in Western PA. It's their honor to empower people through education and the opportunities it creates. 41% of Folds of Honor scholarships are awarded to minorities, making recipient families as diverse as the country we call home. Folds of Honor has earned the Gold Star Platinum Seal, as well as 4 out of 4-star rankings on Charity Navigator. You can join their squadron today at westernpa.foldsoфhonor.org. Please donate today. Spitzer Toyota of Monroeville is a proud supporter of Folds of Honor.
Honey, I found the perfect place for my parents and us.
Where?
St. Barnabas. For us, the Woodlands Carriage Home Community. And for my parents, condominium-style living at the Village. My folks will love the Village. There's an indoor mall with shops, restaurants, and more. And we can relax, knowing they're safe and secure.
That's what I plan to do when we move to St. Barnabas. Relax.
Call 724-444-5568 or visit stbarnabascommunities.com.
Is thinning hair or a receding hairline making you self-conscious? Try Hair Grow from New Nordic. Stop feeling embarrassed about thinning hair and start feeling your best with Hair Grow.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Plenty of clouds for the rest of today, a warm breeze and a couple of showers, the high 71. Leftover shower early tonight and mostly cloudy later tonight, though 56. Clouds give way to some sunshine tomorrow, high 65. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
For all station contest rules, go to kdkaradio.com/rules.
Every time I go into the offices of Physical, that's FYZICAL in Monroeville, where I get physical therapy, to help my balance, I see a room full of patients waiting that heard how much it's helped me on this talk show. And it's so rewarding. FYZICAL, 412-457-8200, right behind the Monroeville Mall. Look, I had chemo and radiation, jacked up my balance. It doesn't anymore. Physical, FYZICAL. It works.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
All right. Do we know what happened? Are we still in the aftershock of yesterday? Man, it's Wednesday, day after Election Day. Lots of talk about Colin Dunlap, 2 to 6 right here, KDK.
Very little histrionics yesterday. There were some glitches and a couple issues, but man, I'm pretty tied in. I got a couple complaints about ballots and a lot of other stuff, but nothing major. A lot of bomb threats. This is all over the country, like dozens and dozens, different variations of the sources. Much of it pointed toward Russia, some of it North Korea, trying to scare the hell out of us, disrupt the election. One of my favorite people, one of my boys, top 5 best attorneys in the country in this area, Tom King, who was kind of running things in Philadelphia for all the Republican lawyers last night. What's up, brother? How are you?
Hey, Marty. How are you?
What is your assessment? And I'm just an idiot about this stuff, but it feels like it went a lot smoother than most people expected. Is that fair?
Yeah, I think that's really fair. I think many people thought we'd be doing what we were doing 4 years ago, which was, out deploying to every county in the state of Pennsylvania, and lawsuits were flying and everything else. None of that this year. The victory was overwhelming.
It was actually a mandate. So let me play devil's advocate for you, because you know I would hear this, and I know you're going to hear this. You know why there were no lawsuits? Because he won. If he loses, Tom King's throwing lawsuits out like candy corn at Halloween. Is that fair or unfair?
Well, I don't know that it's that bad, but certainly there was a lot of legal activity before the election on both sides. We saw the Democrats for the first time suing themselves up in Erie County, which was sort of a portent of things to come, because you saw Erie, one of the bellwether counties, you saw Erie go overwhelmingly for Trump, as did Northampton, the other bellwether. So, yeah, that's the first time we've seen the Democrats actually initiated that litigation up there.
Which leads me to my question to you, because you've been at this a while and you're totally a guru. And I'm kind of throwing you a softball here, but my brother, she did not, and this blew me away because I keep saying it because it's so wild, she did not outperform Joe Biden in one county in America where he performed the last election. Not one, Tom. Not one. She failed miserably. Are you surprised?
I'd like to say that I'm not surprised, because I think, Marty, that I've read a couple of really good articles, one of which was written by my daughter about, and Selena Zito said basically the same thing today, that she failed to comprehend, and so did the people around her. They failed to comprehend what it is that the average American likes about Donald Trump. They're not worried about his tweets. They're not worried about his jokes or his humor or his ill humor, but they surely like the fact that the forgotten people in the country are represented by Donald Trump. It's just a phenomenon, and they failed to recognize that and how deep it was. And one of the things that Selena was talking about is, when did you ever see a political campaign where you saw stores on the roadside and you had to buy the stuff that the candidate was putting out? Did you ever see people buying political signs before, or buying political shirts or hats? I mean, if you came up into Butler County, we had stores all over the place. It was a phenomenon. It's just incredible.
It's not just disenfranchised Americans, brother. I have all my business boys that are all successful jumping up and down. And it's why also, and I know you know this by now, the market's up like 1,500 points. Should we be that optimistic, or are we going to hit some trenches in this roadway?
I think the business community is optimistic. People are optimistic. Listen, there's a lot of stuff that went on in this last administration that people have had enough of. They've had enough of all sorts of things, from the pronouns to the boys in the girls' locker rooms to the regulations all those things. People have had enough of it.
Hey, let's brag on your daughter, because I saw her last night. She's killing it. Tell our listeners what she does and what she was up to last night.
Yeah, my daughter Emma was the deputy chief of staff in the Trump White House and served as the chief of staff at OMB in the White House. And last night she did the Australian Broadcasting review of the election with the former Prime Minister of Australia. So we're very proud of her. She had a baby about 8 weeks ago, so she's pretty incredible.
Good to be the king. Thanks for being my friend, man. Thanks for being so good at what you do. Thanks, brother.
Thanks for having me, Marty. I'm going to get a steak at John Keith's. Thank you.
Yeah, hold on. Tell us that backstory.
John Keith I was having my breakfast this morning. I got a court opinion came on my email during breakfast that John Keith won his case against Oakmont Borough. I was on your show one time talking about it, and John Keith prevailed, and listen, good government prevailed. So it's a very interesting case, and John's doing the right thing for Oakmont Borough.
This is what's wild about JK, and we're both tight with him, and I love him, as you know. He sent, hold on, let me get to this note, because it's so relevant. And by the way, Tom King is one of his lawyers, along with Gusty Sinceri. But hold on, Mr. King. I want to read you this. Here's what he wrote to me this morning. David just handled Goliath. So he didn't give me the logistics or the backstory. So he beat Oakmont Bakery in his case.
Oakmont Borough, not the bakery.
Borough.
Oakmont Borough.
I apologize.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, and listen, the pride of the Pitt Panthers was with me in court. Gusty Sinceri, excellent lawyer, great guy.
Oakmont Borough, I apologize. And what does this mean for consumers out there, so we know?
Well, what it means is, they were picking on John over there, is what it was, and John said, "I'm not going to take this," and Gusty and I went to court for him, and the Commonwealth Court agreed with us, and they said that the borough can't pass regulations to benefit John's competitors and try to take advantage of John's good nature over there. John provides an awful lot of, if not most of, the off-street parking over there. So they did away with those requirements, and today the Commonwealth Court, in a unanimous decision, ruled in John's favor and said that can't happen. And so it's a big victory, I think, for the town. It's a big victory for John Keith in defeating what happened in Oakmont Borough.
I love him. As you know, I've been in his new joint 3 times. Is he giving away steaks? Because if he is, my man, I'm with you, brother.
I think, listen, Marty, you know I'm telling you, the 16-ounce cowboy steak with the eggs on top. I'm driving. I'm on the turnpike right now, going back home, and from Philadelphia, and that's all I got in my mind. I'm going heading right to Keith's. Call my wife and tell her to meet me over there.
You're kidding me. Thanks, brother.
I'm not. Yeah. Thanks, Marty. Thanks for having me.
Okay. Yeah, JK's one of my boys. He owns, I've been talking about Michael A's. He owns The Lot. He owns about, 9 restaurants. And we're close friends. And he pretty much sent me some cryptic note this morning that he won something. He had a big case against Oakmont. And as everybody else knows here, I'm also very good friends with Mark Sorreo from Oakmont Bakery. They love each other. They support each other. One's the king, one's the prince. And we're going to get details on that, but it's a big victory for JK. And John King, of course. We're right back.
A gigantic 2-day November sale today and tomorrow, November 6th and 7th at Coons Market. Isn't that right, Frank Dentisi?
Right, Rob. In our meat department, USDA Choice Boneless New York Strip Steaks, $7.99 a pound, and farm-raised fresh salmon fillets, $7.99 a pound, and all-natural whole pork tenderloins, $1.99 a pound. In the produce department, premium golden ripe bananas, 39 cents a pound. In our deli, naturally smoked Smith's Smokehouse Reserve ham, $4.99 a pound. And in the bakery, cream cheese-filled pumpkin rolls are $4.99 each. And this week, selected varieties of Snyder's of Berlin potato chips, 7.75-ounce bags, $1.88 each. Ocean Spray jellied cranberry sauce, 14-ounce cans are 2 for $3. And chicken or turkey stovetop stuffing, 6-ounce boxes, 2 for $3.
So get in on the gigantic two-day sale today and tomorrow, November 6th and 7th at Coons Market. Coons Market, that special place in your neighborhood. Coons Market, a Pittsburgh tradition.
Don't delay in getting that plumbing repair done. Call Palucci Plumbing today for all of your plumbing needs. From trenchless sewer repair and waterline repairs and replacement, hot water tanks, sewer camera inspections, to Pittsburgh potty repairs, no job is too small for Palucci Plumbing. Owners Amy and Nick Palucci have been in business for over 20 years, so give them a call for your next plumbing repair or replacement. Palucci Plumbing, 412-782-5050. That's 412-782-5050.
The Season of Performance event is happening now at Spitzer Acura. We're rolling out the red carpet and unleashing huge Black Friday savings all month long. Plus, available low financing rates, 0 down leases, top dollar trade allowances. And with any new Acura, get a no-charge lifetime warranty, complimentary maintenance, and a loaner during service. Hurry, our friendly consultants are ready to help you now.
Whack more. Spend less at Spitzer Acura McMurray.
Our world revolves around you. See dealer for details.
Hey, this is Lisa from Nest Expressions Window Fashions. As we all expected, Nest Expressions has grown out of its old gallery in less than 3 years, and I have built Pittsburgh's one and only state-of-the-art Hunter Douglas Galleries. 2015 Village Run Road is where you'll exclusively find the newest shades, shutters, and blinds from Hunter Douglas. And don't forget, I have the most passion in Pittsburgh for draperies. So call 724-933-5500 or simply nestexpressions.com.
Close friend called me crying. I'm serious. I'm breathless, gasping for air, desperate. Her loved one, her husband, is in a long-term care facility, and they're suing her because she can't afford to pay the bill. That's desperate. You know who stepped in to help? Rob Pierce. Rob Pierce and Associates. I'm serious. 844-505-4774. They're taking care of her. Rob Pierce and Associates. 844-505-4774.
100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA. Covered by JP Roofing and Siding. Pittsburgh's #1 platinum roofing company.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Wall Street in rally mode today with all the major averages at record all-time highs. Right now, the Dow is up 3.25%. The NASDAQ up nearly 2.5%. The S&P 2% higher. That on expectations that the incoming Trump administration will extend tax cuts for corporations and the wealthy and slash regulatory and environmental hurdles in finance, oil and gas exploration, manufacturing, and other industries. Shares of Trump Media up 9%. That's on hopes more people will use its right-leaning Truth Social messaging app created by Donald Trump and Associates after he was kicked off Twitter a few years back. The U.S. dollar now at a one-year high. A stronger dollar is pushing some commodities lower. Oil is flat, but silver down 2.5%, gold 5% lower. And Bitcoin hitting a fresh all-time high. It's now topped $75,000 on expectations of friendlier rules from a Trump administration overseeing digital currencies. Tom Busby, Bloomberg Radio.
Woohoo! Another girls' night out.
I'm so stressed from shopping, I couldn't find anything.
Have you tried shopping jewelry television, JTV?
I don't know. Everyone in my family is so different.
JTV has thousands of jewelry styles. Artisan, diamonds, pearls, colored gemstones, watches, even gift sets. I shop on TV and online.
New JTV customers save up to $40 when you shop jtv.com/radio.
Now, can you relax?
Yes. Another round?
Yes.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's starting with the woots. And now a speech.
I just want to say that friendship is about heart and brain. Who's with me?
Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
And my brain is saying, when it's time to go home, somebody call me a ride.
Love that guy.
Me too.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Everything you need, every time you listen. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Kamala Harris is conceding at what time, 4 o'clock or 6 o'clock? Okay. Fine. I thought she was going to lose, but I didn't think it was going to be this big. I really didn't. I had no idea that she couldn't win one county in a better way that Biden did. I just didn't. I knew all the data beforehand. I knew all the union guys were going to... I told you this for about 2 months, that 70% of the union guys said, I ain't voting for her. 70%. And that for me was foreboding. My insiders told me last night at 8:01. 8:01, they told me that it was over. I guess they saw the first ballots came in, the independents, and they realized then that she couldn't win in Pennsylvania. And then, obviously, that happened all over the country, which is surprising. And I am wrong about that. I thought she would do better. And so you know this, and I've said this, and to the point where a lot of people are now using it, and good for you. For me, Tuesday goes to Wednesday, man. I love my life. I love making a difference. I will support anything that makes America greater. Greater. Do I like his rhetoric? Hell no. Why would I? Who would? But the reason why I reach out to my boys in the business is because I let them tell me the truth, and that they think they'll be more successful. So if I don't embrace that, I'm the idiot. But she got her ass kicked. It's really not debatable. Matt, go ahead.
Hey, Marty. I had a Trump 306 to 232. I thought the popular could be in play. I'll unpack some of these numbers. It's astounding. I think it was a mandate to get back to common sense legislation. Prop 36 passed in California by 70%.
Tell our listeners what that is, please. Hold on.
Basically, it rescinded a lot of the criminal justice reforms that had passed previously in California.
And they got rid of the DA out there.
That.
They got rid of the far-left DA, too.
They got rid of the far-left DA in Los Angeles. And just to unpack some of these numbers, Illinois, compared to 2020, Illinois, Trump was minus 17. He's at minus 4. New Jersey, Trump was minus 16. He's at minus 4. Obviously, that doesn't help in the Electoral College, but these are strong Democratic areas. New York State, Trump was minus 23 in 2020, minus 11.5. On the positive, he went from plus 3 in Florida to plus 13. He went from plus 5.5 in Texas to plus 14.
He won in the Bronx. He won in the Bronx, brother.
I mean, it's astounding. Overall, from minus 7 to plus 5, a 12 million vote swing. I mean, that's wow.
That's what you call a mandate, dog.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why didn't we get it sooner? I didn't get that much. I knew people were angry. I didn't know it was that strong. Did you?
I had a sense. I mean, I think people were able to turn out all the noise. And one other telling thing too, you heard a lot of her surrogates and a lot of people pushing the abortion rights in women's health. In all of the states that had reproductive freedom on the ballot, which it passed overwhelmingly in almost all of them, Trump carried those states.
Yeah, it's actually fascinating. It wasn't as significant to women voting for hers as people thought it would be.
I think particularly in a lot of these liberal places like New Jersey, Illinois, New York, frankly, honestly, Marty, I think a lot of it comes down to the border. I mean, you saw the illegals being bused to those areas, and people were just fed up with it. That's the only thing I can use to explain.
They almost flipped New Jersey, brother.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. By the way, you're fantastic, man. I love people that come with facts and data. I love that call, man. Wow. Matt, you're good. Really good. Greg, Mount Washington, go ahead. Thanks for hanging.
My man, Marty Griffin, I haven't talked to you in about 2 years, my brother.
My man, Greg.
I thought you was sick and you was knocked out.
I was.
Somebody told me you was laid up sick, man.
I was.
I thought I was hearing things that I just heard the radio.
See?
Oh, my God. How you been?
So hold on, man. 25% of all black men voted for Trump. Why?
Yes, they did.
Why?
I think you got a lot of people that was looking for a change, black people in particular.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the black guys that voted for him is from the South.
No, in Pennsylvania, dog. In Pennsylvania.
Huh?
In Pittsburgh and in Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, they was looking for a change.
I agree.
A lot of people was looking for a change. I guess they didn't like Biden and Ms. Harris running the show. And that's what you do when you don't like the people that's running the show. You vote them out.
No, I'm with you. Did you vote for Trump?
No, I did not vote for Mr. Trump. I thought Mr. Trump was against unions and all the type of work that I do. Isn't it? Yeah, I came from over at the steel mills, man.
No, I love you. Let me say what's fascinating about what you said is Biden put $20 billion in union pensions and saved them, yet nearly half of the union guys in this state voted against Biden. It's a great phone call, man. Welcome back. You're welcome here anytime. My man Dave from Rankin.
Hey, Marty, how are you?
Good, dog.
I think if this proves any one thing, it's how unreliable the polls are.
I think the polls were pretty close. It was 2 points. I mean,
I don't know. And all the experts were saying,
Huh?
Huh?
I don't think we knew how angry so many people were. I don't think they knew that. But, Patrick, I mean, really, the polls weren't that off anywhere.
No, in fact, this is the first time, I think, even since before 2016, that we've had the polls look somewhat more accurate.
And they were pretty accurate with McCormick, too. I mean,
yeah. We still don't have that
decision
decision
yet until there's a concession by Casey, which I admire and respect. We'll be right back.
November is Veterans Month, and Awaken 180 is honoring all active duty, veterans, and spouses with 15% off your entire program, plus the same free support for life all clients receive. Celebrate Veterans Month with 15% off at awaken180weightloss.com.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for moms.
If you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, write this number down or put it into your phone. 800-211-4413. The IRS is hiring more staff and cracking down. Call Tax Relief Helpers now to learn about our tax debt reduction programs and how to stop the collection efforts. If you're facing liens, levies, an audit, wage garnishment, or years of unpaid taxes, even if you're already in a payment plan, we can help. Through special IRS programs, you may qualify to have your tax debt settled for a fraction of what you owe. Tax Relief Helpers has helped thousands of taxpayers qualify for these generous relief programs, earning an A rating with the Better Business Bureau. No matter what amount you or your business owe to the IRS, call our tax relief hotline now for a free consultation and see what savings you may qualify for. Don't tackle the IRS on your own, and don't risk having your wages, Social Security, even your pensions seized. Call now. Call 800-211-4413. That's 800-211-4413. 800-211-4413.
Philo's got a world of entertainment for you to explore with just one subscription. Sign up today and start watching all the networks you love, like A&E, MTV, Discovery, Lifetime, Hallmark Channel, and so much more. Featuring current seasons of all the best drama, true crime, reality, and family-friendly shows you can't afford to miss. Get started today and unlock our library of over 75,000 movies and shows. And save all your favorites with the unlimited DVR so you can rewatch them anytime, anywhere for up to a year. Philo now includes access to AMC+. You can discover your next obsession from its collection of hit originals like Mad Men, The Walking Dead, Killing Eve, Orphan Black, and tons of blockbuster movies. There are no contracts, no commitments, and no hassles. For just $28 a month, Philo's a better way to watch TV. So what are you waiting for? Visit philo.tv and sign up today to start your 7-day free trial. That's PHILO.TV.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
Honey, I got a guy to fix our roof.
Oh, no. The last time your friend recommended a guy, we had to get the repairs repaired.
It's not just any guy. It's PJ Fitzpatrick. Look, they have thousands of 5-star reviews and over 40 years of experience. PJ can fix leaky windows, broken siding, rotted trim, and damaged leaking roofs in just one day. Plus, PJ Fitzpatrick can even clean our gutters.
That's my kind of guy. What are you waiting for? Visit trustpj.com and set up an appointment today. TrustPJ.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Cloudy and 69 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 1 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander. A man was shot to death last night in Butler City. Police say Christopher Waggett was fatally wounded when Sean Williams in the 200 block of American Avenue. Waggett died after being shot in the chest. Officers took Williams into custody following an altercation. Williams is now facing criminal homicide charges. Not many people expected to learn today the result of the 2024 presidential race. Here's News Radio KDKA's Paul Rasmussen.
With the winner surprisingly declared this morning, Americans are asking how Trump did it. Rich Fitzgerald, who heads the Southwestern Pennsylvania Commission, says Trump improved his performance in counties outside the city.
And if you go around the Westmoreland, Beaver, Butler, Indiana, it looked like Donald Trump did maybe a point or two better.
And on the Big K Morning Show, Fitzgerald said the same was true around the U.S.
County after county, precinct after precinct, he seemed to do a little bit better this time than he did 4 years ago.
Voters' top two issues were the economy and immigration. Paul Rasmussen, News Radio, KDKA.
And the AP exit polling confirms that, saying that this is what decided the presidential election in Pennsylvania. 43%, they said the economy, 20% immigration, 13% abortion, and 7% health care. So what went wrong with the Harris-Walz campaign? That led to the stunning victory of Donald Trump and the massive red wave shift in power. Political analyst Lenny McAllister says part of the problem was the messaging.
The Harris campaign did not make a good enough effort of explaining to people why the economy is better than they felt. And people went with what they felt. I mean, inflation was coming down. The economy was revving up until the recent job numbers. They never made that case strong enough.
McAllister telling the Big K Morning Show that the economy was the number one issue in this campaign. In contested races for the state Senate, Devlin Robinson leads Nicole Rositano 53 to 47% in District 37. Nick Poschiatano is ahead of Jen Dentini, same margin, 53 to 47. And in District 45 and District 47, Elder Vogel has been declared the winner by more than 42,000 votes over Kate Lennon. Summer Lee wins a second term in Congress representing Pennsylvania's 12th district. She beat Republican challenger James Hayes, who expressed disappointment with the outcome.
Summer Lee, I felt like we really confident that we were going to do well against Summer Lee. It didn't happen, but I think we'll keep putting forward really great candidates to challenge the socialists that are taking over Western Pennsylvania.
As for what he plans to do next?
Well, I'm a business guy. I'll go back to business, so I'm happy to do that.
He says he wishes Lee lots of luck. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 1,380 points. The NASDAQ up 478. The S&P 500 is up 130 points. KDK Sports, Penguins lost to the Islanders 4-3 in overtime last night. News brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick. For all your homes, windows, siding, doors, and baths, trustpj.com. KDK Radio News Time is 1:03. Time to call Shenorovich, and Fishman. Why pay 40% when you can pay 25%? Call 888-98-TWINS. Cloudy and 69 degrees in Pittsburgh. The AccuWeather forecast is next.
Folks, it's Marty. Disruptions are coming to Medicare Part D. Any idea what the Inflation Reduction Act means to your prescription coverage? I have no idea. But my friends at MediConnect have the answers for you and your Medicare coverage and your prescription coverage. Call MediConnect. It's free. We've got a skip-the-line offer. Get the coverage you need fast. Call MediConnect today, 888-818-6334, 888-818-6334. Maybe the most amazing thing that Robert Levin and Levin Furniture do is this amazing program we have right now. They're having 5 families in need, providing them with free furniture this holiday season, this Levin's Furniture for Families program. He announced it on this show, helping a deserving family. Go to the Get Marty section of KDKRadio.com, nominate a family. Get Marty section of KDKRadio.com, nominate a family. 5 families will get $5,000 worth of furniture, Levin Furniture, and a $500 gift card. Details at KDKRadio.com.
Lynn Hayes Freeland here with an idea that can get you outdoors, a chance to make new friends, and get in a walking workout. It's a walking series thanks to AARP Pennsylvania and the Allegheny Land Trust. And the next one is coming up on November 9th in Blackridge at the Churchill Valley Greenway at Barking Slopes. You just may be surprised at how beautiful it is in our own backyard. Now, signing up is easy, but don't forget to check with your doctor before trying something new. Go to aarp.org/local, and hey, happy hiking.
Every time I go into the offices of Physical, that's F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L in Monroeville, where I get physical therapy, to help my balance, I see a room full of patients waiting that heard how much it's helped me on this talk show. And it's so rewarding. F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L, 412-457-8800. 8200, right behind the Monroeville Mall. Look, I had chemo and radiation, jacked up my balance. It doesn't anymore. Physical, F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L. It works.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
The rest of today will be mostly cloudy with a warm breeze and a shower or two, high 71. A stray evening shower, mostly cloudy and mild overnight, low 56. Cloud give way to some sunshine tomorrow, high 65. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
November is Veterans Month, and Awaken 180 is honoring all active duty, veterans, and spouses with 15% off your entire program, plus the same free support for life all clients receive. Celebrate Veterans Month with 15% off at awaken180weightloss.com.
Everything you need, every time you listen. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
I told you so, guys, and then there aren't. And Ron Layton isn't a told you so guy, but he called this before anyone. I'm going to get into that with him in a second. Ron, probably the smartest man I've ever met, ever, because I haven't met Musk yet, and he's a little bit smarter than Cuban, even though I really enjoyed having Mark on the air so much. He was actually a blast. Served 4 presidents, 2 PhDs, master's degree, national championship, football, kind of stuff. I want to ask him about security stuff first. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Marty, good afternoon. Thanks for having me back on KDKA.
God, you think once, Patrick, in the next year or so, when Ron comes on at 1 o'clock, I say good afternoon. Just once. So, there were at least 60 bomb threats last night. And then I hear the network saying FBI said it was North Korea, Russia. What the hell are they doing, man? And why do they do that sort of thing? How does that help them?
So I think if you are a foreign intelligence service and you consider the United States an adversary or an enemy, it is within your mission set to do things to sow discord in all of our American most revered institutions and processes, whether it's voting, whether it's misinformation, whether it's these fake AI generated voting things that are just
the FBI videos that cropped up this week. Yeah,
but that's the general idea, is that to sow discord and make us as Americans think that whatever it is that we hear, maybe it's not true. And so that's what the foreign intelligence services have done for quite a while. It generally is categorized under the framework of something called PsyOps, which is psychological operations.
Oh. And so they go out of their way to do this. Is it effective, Ron?
Marty, you're only, it's like anything else. In the age of social media, you only need to influence a very small amount of people to have an outsized effect.
Nice.
And so that's a lot of it. When we talk about, a horrible police incident that maybe happens on the West Coast, and now all of a sudden a kid in Pittsburgh has that on his phone, he's going to say, are you cops like this? The point is that social media and these kinds of things have had an outsized effect and typically used for nefarious purposes.
I'm going to ask you to predict something, and I know you have instincts about this stuff and intuition about this stuff. Will Trump have a substantial increase in threats against him now, more of a high risk now that he's in office, or is it game on, same old game, just protect him the way you protect him?
No, absolutely not. This is a significant increase in threat streams, the complexity of the complexity of the operations that will have to go into protecting Mr. Trump will be highly complex, highly labor intensive. But this is not business as usual. Absolutely not.
Why?
A number of things. The world has become more complex technologies that are available today that used to be, Marty, even 10 or 15 years ago, only available to nation states, are now available to these small criminal actors who don't even have a lot of money. It used to be that you needed lots and lots of money to be able to pull this stuff off. Not so much anymore. And then you've got the Iranian threat, which likely will increase after this. You've got geopolitical events. No, this is not business as usual. Not at all.
That's a little daunting, isn't it? And for the folks in the entity and the agency that are already stressed, do you think he will follow up with folks saying, give Secret Service another $250 million? Do you think he'll push for more staff, for more money?
He is highly complimentary of the service. I think that he will, first of all, he will be well received. Not that this should matter, and you say it shouldn't matter, but it does. He will be highly received as a new incoming president because he was a former president, was a former protectee as a former president. Now he has a more of a keen understanding of how the service works, what the needs are. I think I mentioned this to you before, and this is pretty bold. I'm almost hesitant to say it. However, the Secret Service has an issue within the Department of Homeland Security. He may move it out and then put it back under Treasury. That's a longer conversation for us to have, but the point is he will be highly complimentary of the Secret Service.
Oh, wow. That's good to hear. All right, I got to get to the truth here. And this is why I love you, because you have such great instincts. You saw this coming in terms of this. You did, man. You saw this months ago when she got into the race. You had instincts about this. Why, sir? Why?
Well, so, Marty, I mean, we got to go back a little bit. You've got to look at the start that she got. Remember when she was looking for work and they said, okay, we're going to give you a job, and they made her, oh, we know, we'll give you the border czar. How'd that work out? And that ultimately is one of the things that they hung on her as saying that you didn't do anything. There's some other factors here, too. There's a right track, wrong track number. And so if you have a wrong track number that's as high as it was, that means that you've got to go out of your way to articulate what you would do differently. And it doesn't appear that that really was done. And then the other issue is that there's something that I refer to as the giant eagle mandate. You just did not, your dollar didn't go as far. And that's not a racial issue. That has nothing to do with anything but not having enough money. And last I checked, being broke is colorblind.
I got to ask you this, and it's not because I had to call my only black friend and ask him this.
I heard you have 3, Marty. But
yeah, there's 4 now. Sorry, I met a guy on the street on the way into work. But why did 25? I'm confounded by this. Why did 25% of black men in America vote for Trump? Why?
Just Ron's humble opinion. This group of people, in so many ways, people have to understand. I know people like to traffic in division. I personally can't stand that. But what I would tell you is that we Americans, we are much, much, much more similar than we are different. So from the standpoint of similarity, everyone, last I checked, has to go on the giant eagle and buy things. Everyone is trying to buy a house. Everyone is trying to buy a car. Everybody is trying to buy a loan. Did you see what the average car price is yesterday? $766 for a car. The point is, this is everybody. This is all of us Americans. And so I am not at all surprised by learning that, other black folks who happen to be Americans started to look towards Mr. Trump and say I had more ability to buy things with my dollar when Donald Trump was president. That's it. It's not that complex. It's all about how far can my dollar go. That's it.
Well, Leighton, the best in the business. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, brother.
Thanks, Marty. Be well.
All right, man. He's absolutely amazing and spot on.
Did you know that now you can listen to all your favorite stations, including this one, shows, and even podcasts, all on the Odyssey app? Download it now.
In business, service is everything. Cintas delivers what you need to better serve your customers. Whether it's freshly laundered work apparel for almost any job imaginable, tested and inspected fire protection systems, first aid and safety supplies, on-site AED training, or mops and restroom products, stocked and ready when you need them. Better work days happen together. So visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Build up to Black Friday with savings all month long at Lowe's. Right now, get up to 35% off select major appliances. Plus, save up to $500 on select LG major appliances. And get holiday inflatables for under $20. Because Lowe's knows deals. Valid 10/24 through 11/5. Applies to select LG major appliances only. Cannot be combined with additional discounts. See Lowe's.com for details and qualifying items. While supplies last.
I am a father.
I am a mentor.
I am a wife. I am an artist.
I am a husband.
I am a friend.
I am a sports fan. I am your neighbor.
I am a member of your church.
I am.
I am. I am.
I am a police officer.
Support your local law enforcement officials. Sponsored by the Pennsylvania Fraternal Order of Police. Visit partnersinpublicsafety.com.
I went to high school with Bob Tootie from Tootie Mechanical. So I've known him, 40 plus years? His business is insane. Tootie Mechanical. The service is unbelievable. The professionalism is unbelievable. And the help, man, they've put 400 free furnaces in homes. Tootie Mechanical is the best for HVAC I've ever seen in my career. They're amazing people, amazing service. Tootie, 412-771-4100. Call them.
Happy Hour begins this Thursday at 8 p.m. You're invited to join me, Gene Rudnicki of Vicini Distributing Company in the Beer Garden. On tap this week, J.B. Brown from Atomic Dog Hard Cider. In the Beer Garden this Thursday at 8 on FM 100.1 and AM 1020 KDKA.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Come in and try the Good Feet feeling today. Comfort, energy, performance, and pain relief at the Good Feet store. Visit the store for a free test walk. Visit us in Robinson Town Center, in Cranberry Township, and now open in Morgantown. Good Feet arch supports are proudly made in the USA.
Man, I've been through a cancer battle, and UPMC saved my life, and it's just the truth, and I rave about them. In a very, very difficult time historically in healthcare, in a very, very stressful time for patients, doctors, staff, everybody involved, it ain't easy. But my sister is going through pancreatic cancer treatment at UPMC Hillman. And every single day runs into very, very stressful situations. And every single day, they handle it in an amazing way at UPMC. They handle it like no one else handles it. UPMC, life-changing, life-saving information, lifetime of helping people. I love it.
The Decision 2024 conversation continues on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Just so you folks know, I don't get devastated by stuff like this. I just don't. Come on, man. I'm a friggin' talk host. Come on. All morning long. Hey, Marty, now you're back with Trump. Hey, Marty, you're a jagoff. Hey, Marty, stop it. We don't care about you. We don't need you, my man. I don't want you. Knock yourself out. I'm just telling you the truth that he kicked her ass. Bad. It's amazing. My sports boys are telling me that the betting markets, and I didn't even know this. I'm so out of touch on this stuff, but the betting markets had her losing. They knew this before anyone. I don't know how they figured that out or what. They were right, so the betting markets were right. So I'm fascinated by that. I'm also fascinated by the response I've received from all my friends in business today, that they find this a lot more attractive arrangement. And in essence, because their taxes wouldn't be raised and they'd have more money to spend, which makes sense too. But I don't dwell on this stuff, man. People get all worked up. There's a lot going on in the world, man. There's a lot of things we can do. You know, someone reaches out to you and their roof collapsed and there's water pouring in. Harris isn't my focus. We had Robert Levin on here yesterday. We're giving folks furniture, this Furniture for Families program. And Robert's the coolest guy. And we have a place. Patrick, where do they go if they want to enter this thing? Because I want to remind people of this.
Oh, so on the Get Marty pages on Facebook and on X, look for the Levin Furniture for Families program post, and there's a link in there. It takes you to the story at kdkradio.com. You can also go there and just click the link in the post. That link will take you to the form where anyone can submit a family in need.
It's not a contest.
Nope, not a contest. We're going to take all of those submissions, and our friends at the Boys and Girls Club of Western Pennsylvania, they have partnered with us to go through all the submissions that come in, and they're going to choose 5 families. So 5 families are going to take home $5,000 in donated furniture, retail value furniture from Levin's. And as a bonus, Mr. Levin is throwing in a $500 gift card to help each of those families with holiday gifts as well.
And the point being that if you read through these entries, and we got buried in them yesterday, it just tells you where folks are at. The folks are in a bad place. And if we can help them, that's what we're going to do. And I love the fact that Robert Levin does that. And we'd like you folks to participate and make a difference in people's lives. So if you think I'm going to get worked up and have a meltdown because Kamala Harris didn't win, you're wrong. You're wrong. Been at this a while. Wendell, thanks for your patience.
Marty, I can categorize all your guests and comments the same, whether it be Ron, your boys, the Reverend Hogan.
Yeah.
We live in a society where what's in it for me? What am I getting out of it? Every time you mention your boys or your business partners or your accountant or your business friends, all you're mentioning is the dollar, the U.S. almighty dollar.
No, people succeeding. Why are you so bitter, man? Are you broke?
What about the morals, Marty? What about the morals? This guy's simulating sex acts with his microphone, grabbing women's crotches.
So you're going to be angry the rest of your life. He is. He called her to complain that people I know are successful and they feel as if they'll be able to hire more people, which is what they said, and invest more is what they said. You missed the boat, sir. If you're bitter and angry, that's fine. That's your deal. And I can understand that. But at the end of the day, Americans say you're wrong. Tens of millions. How many votes did he get? 75 million? 80 million? What was it? 80 million people say you're wrong. If that's the train they want to ride on, and if we're going to start dissecting this, he's a bum, I hate him, I'm not going to do that for 4 years, man. And if you resent that I'm successful, that's your problem. And if you resent that I tell you that business owners will succeed and by lowering their taxes, hire more people and enrich middle-class folks, you're wrong again. If you don't like the truth, sir, SpongeBob, a new episode of SpongeBob starts in 5 minutes. You might want to tune in if you're not too confused. Wow, he was angry. He waited all that time to tell me that I suck and all my friends that are successful suck, and the fact that they're going to reinvest in the community sucks, and the fact that they're going to hire more people sucks. All right, you're right, sir. Go ahead, Rich.
Hi, Marty.
Hey, man.
Yeah, I just wanted to make another point about Trump winning the black vote and like the 25% of the black men vote that he won.
Yes, sir.
Well, I think another thing that happened was Trump was actually calling people. I got a phone call from Trump about a week ago. They said he was on Air Force One. It was a conference call.
I apologize if I'm sounding ignorant. Are you black, sir?
Yes.
Did he sway your vote?
No, he didn't.
Okay. Did he sway family members or friends?
Not that I know of.
Huh.
But I know he was trying to get my vote, and I just can't get past all his, rhetoric and craziness.
But
it's hard to get past that.
I'm the same way, by the way. You probably know this. But
yeah,
for the 25% of the black men, and I got a bunch of texts this morning, they liked that he was kind of cool and kind of manly. And did anyone buy into that's black?
No, not one person.
So the number you think is crazy, the 25%?
It is crazy. I think, some people were in the closet and didn't tell anybody that they were going to vote for Trump.
By the way, that's a great point. How about this? 45% of Hispanics. That shocked the hell out of me, man.
That's real crazy to me. I can't believe it. Because, he's trying to shut the border down, and most wouldn't be here if he would have been successful at that.
Millions wouldn't have been here. It's a fascinating, amazing scenario. Thanks. That's a great call. I really like your input a lot. I'm not saying he's Mr. Wonderful. I'm not at all. As my boy Oz says, Trump is still a D word. Yeah. I'm just telling you where people are at. I'm just trying to explain why they say she won. In my life, he'll never be a great man. He has a low moral compass. He lies, all those things. I get all that, but that doesn't take away from the fact that Americans had enough and they accepted that and want change. And that's the truth, brothers and sisters.
Woohoo! Another girls' night out.
I'm so stressed from shopping, I couldn't find anything.
Have you tried shopping jewelry television, JTV?
I don't know. Everyone in my family is so different.
JTV has thousands of jewelry styles, artisan, diamonds, pearls, colored gemstones, watches, even gift sets. I shop on TV and online.
New JTV customers save up to $40 when you shop jtv.com/radio.
Now, can you relax?
Yes. Another round?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Angie Hicks, co-founder of Angie. And one thing I've learned is that you buy a house, but you make it a home. Because with every fix, update, and renovation, it becomes a little more your own. So you need all your jobs done well. For nearly 30 years, Angie has helped millions of homeowners hire skilled pros for the projects that matter. From plumbing to electrical, roof repair to deck upgrades. So leave it to the pros who will get your jobs done well. Hire high-quality certified pros at Angie.com.
There's breaking news all day long from around the world, and sometimes all that noise makes it hard to hear about what's happening right here at home. With the free Odyssey app, getting your local news plus breaking news is easy. And even when you're not near a radio, stay connected with what's going on right here by listening live and push alerts. Just download the free Odyssey app and search and follow your local news station, and you're good to go. The local breaking news to get you through your day at your fingertips on the free Odyssey app. That's AUDACY.
I'm with Joe Potocznik, JP Roofing and Siding, with an exciting opportunity.
Normally, Larry, we offer $500 off any complete roofing and siding replacements. For the fall promotion, we're offering an additional $500 off.
Joe, that's $1,000.
That's right, Larry.
You better call today. The roofing experts, JP Roofing and Siding, 412-829-7711. 412-829-7711. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you, Larry.
From the Aetna Medicare Solutions Studio.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Cloudy and 70 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 1:30. I'm Paul Alexander. With less than 3 months left in office, what did President Joe Biden do from here until the end of his term, especially now that he enjoys the new Supreme Court ruling where he's immune to whatever he does as part of the job? Political analyst Lenny McAllister tells the Big K Morning Show he believes the Biden administration will try to Trump-proof the most vulnerable areas of America.
Don't be shocked if you see a rash of executive orders coming out mid-November through January 19th to try to button down the hatches that the Trump administration is going to have to try to flip over or get some type of congressional action to flip over. And that's going to be, I think, part of the political game that's going to happen in Washington for the next 2 months.
McAllister says he also believes the garbage comment about Trump supporters played a role in Harris's loss. The man who heads up the Urban League of Greater Pittsburgh is giving his reaction to Tuesday's presidential election results. President and CEO Carlos Cardo says he's hoping that Donald Trump has learned from his first 4 years in office.
I hope, again, he's constructive, mature, and puts emotions aside and retaliation and realize that it's about the people, not a person, and lead forward in a constructive way, because America includes all of us, not just one group, the rich or white folks. It's all folks, black, brown, everybody, and so I'm hoping for that approach.
Carter says no matter who's in office, we need to work together as a country and unite as much as possible. Pennsylvania's U.S. Senate race between Democrat incumbent Bob Casey and Republican David McCormick could help the GOP add its newfound majority in the chamber. McCormick leads the vote count by about 52,000 votes.
What a change that'll be if Bob Casey's been in office almost 3 decades here in Pennsylvania as a statewide row officer and then as a 3-term U.S. Senator.
That's Southwestern Pennsylvania Commission Executive Director Rich Fitzgerald on KDKA Radio. Casey, the son of former 2-term governor, has won 6 statewide elections going back to 1996. McCormick is making his second run for the Senate after leaving his job as CEO of the world's largest hedge fund. Whether or not your candidate won or lost last night, there is some great news. The bombardment of television, radio, social media, and internet ads is over. One of the other things that will start to disappear over the next several days, all of those political signs strewn across the landscape. The city of Pittsburgh has announced that the yard sign recycling is taking place Monday through Friday at 3301 Railroad Street in the Strip. The city says neighborhood cleanups, organizations, and individuals must collect and deliver the signs to the office between 8 and 4 p.m. Do not drop the signs at the 31st Street location or any other city drop-off centers. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 1,460 points, the Nasdaq up 497. The S&P 500 is up 135. KDKA Radio News Time is 1:32. Our next update at 2 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander, the voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Last year's RV trip, we met a couple with the same bumper sticker. What are the odds?
Your cousin isn't a good storyteller.
He was a podiatrist, or was it a pharmacist?
Huh, you don't say.
Oh, I can't remember.
But she owns an RV protected by Progressive, and you don't. So until you get your own RV, her stories are the most interesting stories you've ever heard.
Wow, interesting.
And when you do get your own RV, save money by bundling it with your home, auto, or other vehicles with Progressive.
Oh, anesthesiologist. He was an anesthesiologist.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
You want the perfect Saturday night, Friday night, whatever night? Seriously, Oakmont. With the Oakmont Restaurant King, JK. 2 spots. Started out Saturday night at Vinny's. Insane appetizers, drinks. Right next door, Michael A's for dinner. Unbelievable handmade, homemade Italian food. Vinny's, Michael A's, Oakmont. Check it out. It rocks.
Our team at Coons Market is wishing your team the best of luck this season. And remember, when it comes to a team performing the best product, the quality prices that you deserve, and friendly and courteous service, look to our team. Coons Market, a Pittsburgh tradition.
Want more? Sure you do. More friends, a little more time, a few more laughs. More is a good thing, unless you're talking about risk of serious illness from a respiratory virus. But as we get older, we're more at risk for severe flu, COVID-19, and RSV. Worst birthday presents ever, right? But vaccines lower your risk, so you can keep doing more of all life's good stuff. Get started at vaccines.gov. Risk less, do more. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
The Season of Performance event is happening now at Spitzer Acura. We're rolling out the red carpet and unleashing huge Black Friday savings all month long. Plus, available low financing rates, 0 down leases, top dollar trade allowances. And with any new Acura, get a no-charge lifetime warranty, complimentary maintenance, and a loaner during service. Hurry, our friendly consultants are ready to help you now.
Whack more. Spend less at Spitzer Acura McMurray.
See dealer for details.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Mostly cloudy for the rest of today, rather breezy and not as warm as yesterday with a shower or two and a high of 71. A shower in spots early tonight, remaining mostly cloudy and mild overnight, though 56. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Looking for the perfect gift? Want to make shopping easy? OliverFlowers.com. Flowers, plants, candy, cuddly plush animals, and yes, balloon bouquets are back. Go to OliverFlowers.com to start your holiday shopping and decorating today. OliverFlowers.com.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at KennyRoss.com.
Hi, this is Larry Richard. Join us on the Big K Morning Show tomorrow, 5:30 until 10. Bill Hillgrove will talk Steelers as we get ready to reconvene and forget about life for a while.
Bum, ba, dum, ba, bum, bum, bum. I'm getting texts that people are asking me why the Senate race isn't over. Well, there's a 50,000 vote disparity between the two. And as you know, I love McCormick. Cool guy, has been wonderful with us. Casey's been in office 16 years. McCormick's up by 50,000 votes right now, but Patrick's crunching some of the data. I don't have answers to these questions. How the hell could 30% of the vote, only 30% of the vote be counted in Cambria County at this point? How does that happen? No, really, what's going on up there? That's not a rhetorical question. I don't have the answer to that. How? It's a hell of a question. How is it that only 30% of the vote right now is counted in Cambria, whatever the hell you want to call it, county? Anyone out there know that might be listening? We reach half the damn country. 866-391-1020, 866-391-1020. Anyone? How is it that in Philly, 5% of the vote is still outstanding? How is that? What is that? What is going on? I'm not saying they're cheating. I'm just wondering, especially with Cambria County. Did something break? Did they lose something? Are they still using candles and all the candles went out? Are they still using a horse and buggy? And if they drove the vote somewhere, it would have been faster. Are they still living in caves? So anyway, it has not. I reached out to McCormick's people. I tried to get Dave McCormick on the air, and they said they don't feel comfortable until there's some kind of concession. I get it. Go ahead, Patrick.
Yeah, Marty. The difference now is 48,000 votes.
48.
Yeah, 48,000. When we started the show this morning,
it was 50.
It was 50. I think 52,000.
Okay.
So that gap has closed. I see why they're waiting.
No, I see. I'm not disputing that.
And looking at, so Cambria County, the AP update, 32% reporting.
Where the hell's the rest of it? Anyone know this stuff?
And then Center County, which includes State College, they're now up to 81%.
Oh.
So there's still a lot of votes out there.
Billy knows this stuff. This is why I love him. Cambria County was the one yesterday that had the computer glitches. Had to shut down the elections. That's why I was extended until 10 p.m. last night. Oh, it's Shumway. Oh, man, Shumway, who I love. Mr. Shumway, sir.
Marty, how are you?
I'm brother. Man, you're the best. I watch you every day. I love you.
Thanks. Cambria County. They had a voting system that failed. They could not, it was electronic. They could not get it going. They could not get any votes in. They had to go to court. and get an approval to extend voting until 10 p.m. last night. And even when they went to court to get that extension, the machines still were not working. So it was kind of a domino effect throughout the day with that, and that's your answer. That's why Cambria County is a mess.
And so that's why this is kind of hanging in the balance, John.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Thanks, my man. I love it.
Sure thing.
I appreciate you listening. You're my man. You know that.
All right. You have a good one, man.
There is no one who's ever, and I mean this, there is no one who has ever been better than John Shumway. I love him. He's one of my all-time favorite people. He is the Rock. He can do anything well. Where's Kim Ward at, man? Did you have Kim Ward? Did she hang up? What happened? I'm sorry, Kim. We'll get you here in a second. Oh, there she is. Excellent. Thanks, brother. My friend Kim Ward, Republican, most powerful woman in the state, the most powerful Republican in Harrisburg. I would argue, and I know you'd probably agree, this is a mandate, wouldn't you say, my friend?
Oh, I think Pennsylvania sent a very clear message. I mean, from across the board, they just voted for change in leadership. And I think it was very clear that they need to get back to their roots. They want their energy prices to come down. They want this border closed. They want to feel like we used to feel before President Biden opened the border and shut down our pipelines. We're looking for our energy, to be able to really use our energy and have Pennsylvania prosper from that, because we're sitting on so many fossil fuels, and there's been a war on it.
I agree. For
the last, 8 years. You know, we're closing down coal-fired power plants while China is building them. So, you know, our utilities have gone up, our food has gone up. People are feeling it at their kitchen tables, and they took a shot here that we're going to change that. And I hope and I pray that we deliver that, because the citizens of this great Commonwealth who went out and voted deserve that. They deserve to, all of the promises to be upheld. And I look forward to working with everyone in the next few years and delivering good stuff.
Do you think Kim, this could change the attitude in government in Pennsylvania as well because of this message?
Oh, I do. I mean, even if you look the Attorney General's race, that is huge.
So true.
That we won that. It's just huge. And we did it by a lot, you know?
Yeah, I was shocked.
It wasn't even close.
No.
I think so. The Senate, we are in the state Senate, looks like we're holding at our number that we had, even though we had lost a seat during redistricting because they just took it at reaching and took one of our seats. We won in a different place in Pennsylvania, and we're waiting on the last race, which we might know tonight, maybe, in Cambria County, will determine who controls the House of Representatives. So I think it's going to be a banner year here.
I love what you say, and you're right. Americans were hurting, and somehow, some way, they didn't get that. Why is that? Why the disconnect? I don't get that.
I think that the leadership at the top of the Democratic Party, I'm not there, of course, but
right.
They focused on feel-good things and not things that affected people's quality of life. How does men and women's sports help me feed my family?
Nice.
How is it? It doesn't.
Nice.
So how does closing down energy and making my utility bills go higher, how does that help me? How does it help my family? It doesn't. So I think people, I never underestimate the intelligence of our voters. They felt it. They felt the change. They felt that they were struggling more than they had been 4 years ago. And they went out with energy, and they voted yesterday. And I will tell you, I am personally, I was just guessing from things that I was kind of feeling. The President Trump was going to win Pennsylvania by 2.5 to 3 points, but I think it was actually more than that. So people really just said, we want to change. A lot of people were saying, well, I don't like what he says, but his policies were good and they were strong. And when you look at President Trump, I mean, what a fighter. They tried to put him in jail. They tried to bankrupt him. No, the Democrats didn't, but people tried to kill him.
Right.
I mean,
and here
crazy. That's
I love
history.
you.
We just really watched history with him.
We did. And you're spot on. Thank you, Kim. Appreciate you.
Sure. Bye-bye, Marty.
Hard to argue with her. She gets it. She's so connected to the people of Pennsylvania and really, really lives it.
All the news you need for your day and the sports, music, and podcasts you love are all on the free Odyssey app. Download now.
Honey, I found the perfect place for my parents and us.
Where?
St. Barnabas. For us, the Woodlands Carriage Home Community. And for my parents, condominium-style living at the Village. My folks will love the Village. There's an indoor mall with shops, restaurants, and more. And we can relax, knowing they're safe and secure.
That's what I plan to do when we move to St. Barnabas. Relax.
Call 724-444-5568 or visit stbarnabascommunities.com.
As the voice of Pittsburgh, KDKA Radio will use that voice to honor the region's veterans Monday during Operation KDKA Veterans Day. Throughout the day, we will share our gratitude for veterans who serve, as well as the sacrifices of their families. Brought to you by G&G Fitness Equipment, Julian Gray Associates, Centimark, Rome Monuments, and by Bell's Beer. Only on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Hey, this is Lisa from Nest Expressions Window Fashions. As we all expected, Nest Expressions has grown out of its old gallery in less than 3 years, and I have built Pittsburgh's one and only state-of-the-art Hunter Douglas Galleries. 2015 Village Run Road is where you'll exclusively find the newest shades, shutters, and blinds from Hunter Douglas. And don't forget, I have the most passion in Pittsburgh for draperies. So call 724-933-5500 or simply nestexpressions.com.
Let's talk about personal experience with Diamonds Direct. My niece was getting engaged, Mara, who is a goddess, a lover. Her fiance came to me and said, I need a ring. This is a true story. We went to Diamonds Direct. I did with him. Over the phone, from out of state. Their salespeople, amazing, amazing, amazing. Got him, and thus her, the most beautiful diamond for the best value I've ever seen in my life. They're right here in town, right there off of McKnight Road, right there at the entrance to Ross Park Mall. I'm telling you, it's the best service, it's the best diamond, it's the best staff, and it's the best price I've ever seen. Diamonds Direct took care of my family, and they'll take care of yours. Absolutely amazing place, Diamonds Direct.
If you have COPD, here are some reasons to go see your pulmonologist again. 1, those flare-ups you keep having, they have the chance to cause permanent lung damage. 2, we now know a certain type of inflammation can cause flare-ups for some people. And 3,
when can I see Grandma?
Need more reasons? Visit www.livewithcopd.com.
And now for a business news update from the Pittsburgh Business Times. I'm managing editor Mike Larson. BNY on Friday closed on its acquisition of Archer Holdco, a Barron-based service provider of managed account solutions to the asset and wealth management sector. BNY said the transaction positions it as the leading service provider to support asset managers across all fund wrappers for their institutional and retail investor base. Terms were not disclosed for the deal, although the deal had been announced in early September. Also, Duquesne University has said that it finalized the sale of its plant distribution system assets to Cordia for $50 million and entered into an amended 35-year energy service agreement. The deal is subject to regulatory approval, the university said. The assets include pipes, electrical lines, and meters. Cordia, which is headquartered in Phoenix, serves more than 700 customers across the country. For more on these stories and other local business news, log on to pittsburghbusinesstimes.com. I'm Mike Larson.
Where Pittsburgh comes to talk.
100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
This is actually serendipitous. Paul Zeiss, who I love, sends me a note. Hold on, let me get this. Hold on. Oh, he wanted me to talk to Craig in West Virginia, who's on the line. I'm going to grab him. Craig texted me and said, I'm an idiot, that Trump has no chance, that Kamala will win 49 to 50 states, and that America loves progressives. Guess who's on the line? Paul's best friend, Craig, from West Virginia.
How you doing, Marty? That's funny. Me and Zeiss have been going at it text-wise for about 7 hours.
Did you say that?
When Biden was in the race, I said he would win 48 out of 50 states. I said it would be a landslide. I preached to Pratt, to Bartley. I preached to them all. When they were all happy that Kamala came into the race, I said, folks, you are playing with fire here.
You said Kamala. You said Kamala. Now you're changing your tune.
No. Even after when Kamala stepped up to the plate, yeah, I jumped right on that shit. But I always knew in the back of my mind, if you looked at the primaries, Biden beat Trump in Pennsylvania by 140,000 votes. If Biden stays in, he's president again. But the reason I called, did you hear me scream and yell when that lady was talking about energy?
She didn't exceed him in one county in America. Do you know this? Biden.
I heard. I didn't know that until I heard you this morning say it. But this whole energy thing about now we're going to be able to frack and drink.
All right, I'm not getting into that with him. I know he's the guru of all energy, but I have no interest in it. Call whoever else you said you call all the time. I don't feel like hearing the energy lecture. We're much better off with Trump in this position than we would have been with Kamala Harris. Made a lot of guys nervous. Every day 6 times. That was 7. Bill, go ahead. Thanks for holding.
Marty, I mean, I'm happy with how the election turned out. I don't want to really rub it in to anyone.
Yeah.
I think that's just fair. And actually, one of the things I had pointed out to you, even though I had written this essay like way back in July, and I brought it up to actually Dave McCormick very briefly, was that I think we need a 28th Amendment putting an age limit on our national legislators, president and vice president. And I wasn't thinking of that only in terms of Biden and what was very obvious when he did the debate, but also when you look at people like Dianne Feinstein, who wasn't even able to be in Washington for the last probably 6 or 8 months. And after what happened with Mitch McConnell when he had a concussion, he had several spells of, we're not sure if they were TIAs or absence seizures. And, I mean, indirectly, it is a way of setting term limits, but that depends on how old the person is when you elect them to office.
I'm blown away by what happened, Leslie. I appreciate your call. I'm just blown away. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, Marty. I want to admit right up front, I voted for Kamala Harris, and I was very wrong about the election. One thing I did learn this election is
I was wrong
morals,
too. Hold on.
standards,
Hold on.
and
I agree.
don't
We're
matter
both
if you have the right message.
Hello.
Surely nobody can think that
Hello.
Donald Trump is an outstanding, moral, good person.
Hello. Listen, we have a conversation. Hold off on the speech. I think a lot of people were wrong. A lot of people.
Yep. So you can be morally corrupt and you don't care. Does anyone remember the Access Hollywood tape? You know, that would have sunk anybody before Trump. But that's where we are today.
Okay.
And he's won, so the people have voted for him. You now own him, his actions, his words. I hope he succeeds. I hope the country succeeds.
Doesn't sound like you feel that way. It sounds like you're bitter. Sounds like you're bitter.
No. I just want to see how he does. I hope we all do well.
Sounds like you're being holier than thou, that they're all stupid and you're not.
No. I didn't say that. Let's hope we succeed. Let's see how deeds are precious, words are cheap. He's promised a lot. Let's see what happens. God bless him and God bless the United States. Let's see how this all turns out.
Oh, man. I get it. By the way, I don't like him, so. And a lot of people don't. except for every single businessman that called here today, and anyone that has anything to do with the stock market. Tesla stock is up $36 a share. PNC stock is up $18 a share. The market's up, what, 1,500 points? I hope we roll with it. We'll see. Right, go ahead.
Hey, Marty. A lot to talk about this morning. I just wanted to relay my voting experience yesterday. Voted in one of the neighborhoods a little east of Pittsburgh. And walking into the area, I noticed nothing but Democratic signs. And I looked around, saw Harris signs. I had to look very hard. I saw one Trump sign that looked like it was kicked in the middle. So I took a minute, straightened it out, replanted it. But then I kind of knew I was walking into the lion's den, being a Trump supporter. And I did walk down, and there were two Democratic Party people distributing cards and approached me as to whether or not I wanted one. And I want to say...
My man, I appreciate the story, but I ran out of time with you. There were a lot of folks going at it over signs yesterday on both sides of the ball. That's what happens in elections. All right? All right.
Honored to win the Marconi Award as the best news talk station in the country. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.